Hello, if there's anybody out there, say hi. Lainey, hi, poor unfortunate souls. Hello, opinion. Hello, Boston Goozy. Hi, listen peeps. I am trying to get shit together here. Come live just last minute here. Hi, Silly. Did I say hi? I think I said hi, listen peeps. I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully it's successful. You can read it. But first, I'll get the thing I need on the screen I want. Share screen on your phone because that would make it so much easier. Okay. Okay. How are you doing tonight? Hi, Mel Hawks. Hi, Batgirl. Buttercup. Let's see. Hello, Amber. Hi, Lala. I didn't know I was going to go live either, but oh fuck, it's and I'm not going to stay up all night like I did last night. But it's did my voice sound better? Last night my headset wasn't working. I don't know why it does that sometime. So I was just using Hi Karma Police. Yep. I just so I was just using my audio from my and the mic from my laptop, and my headset's like fancy. So it's got better audio. So maybe that's why I sounded weird last night. Because a couple of people said I sounded either under the weather. Oh, hold on just 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. Um, I don't know what I was just saying. Okay, so in Truth Tellers, Val Tallulah, whatever her name is, in her quest to expose me and all my lies. Hi, Helen. Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't listen. I didn't listen back to it. Anyways, in her effort to expose me for being whatever, she said that like literally all I do is lie, and she's bringing stuff up from over a year ago and not focusing on anything that's happening right now. However, she she did play a clip of me, and hold on, I want to get something here. Um, hold on. I'm so sorry. This is very last minute. So anyway, hi Karen C, hi DTOS. Um, So one thing she did that really bothered me, this bothered me, and and I'm okay if she knows that this bothered me, and only I don't think it bothered me because of her, but it bothered me because of Pink. Because I have a Facebook group that was part of the Anti-McCamey Manor. Hi, Melissa Jade. The Anti-McCamey Manor like groups. They're uh, four, I think, 4 or 5 groups, and and last year, September 8th of 2020, I went live with Jonathan McCraney, and we were talking about kind of the scandal of the moment. And I backed out of the studio on accident. I was on my phone, and I backed out of the studio on accident. And I came back, and I said, I was muttering to myself, and I said, I'm effing, and I used the R word. Okay. I said, I'm effing, and I used the R word. Well, tonight, hi Tara. Tonight they used that clip, but they took out the I'm, so I just said effing R word, okay? And they had to go on about it. So the very next day, I made a post in our group and I apologized for that. And I took accountability. I apologized for it. Um, no excuse other than sometimes I'm self-disparaging and I fucked up. That's not a word that is normal in my vocabulary. Pink said that I'm so against that word, so against that word, and I'm always against it. And anybody say it's because Lindsay has a son that is special needs. But Pink, do you not remember that I have a son who is autistic and has cerebral palsy? Like, do you not remember that? Of course that I wouldn't like just do that. I don't use that word. I don't use that word. That's not normal. I fucked up. I wasn't using it towards anybody. The way they chopped it to make me look, I called somebody that. That is right. I can play the original clip, or you can go find it on the video. It's very near the beginning. But anyway, so just so you see, what I'm going to show you from our group is from it has my name signed to it. It's from a disabled account called it was Lars Hetfield at the time, but now it's when it was deactivated, it was Lemmy Mustaine. And I was in Facebook jail for the whole month of September of 2020, and um, I was using one of Foz's alts. His name was Lars Hetfield at the time. He changed it to Lemmy Mustaine the next month. It got deleted because it was holding in review or something like that. And he couldn't positively identify himself as Lemmy Mustaine, so it got banned. So the post is no longer there. However, he has all the um, he has the ability to see all the posts and messages and stuff. Not really any like voice messages or I think media, maybe media. I don't know, but so I asked him to go find that post because I know for a fact that I made a post the very next day, and you'll see the date on the post. The very next day, and Pink was a member of my group at that time, and I'm pretty sure Pink commented on it. Right now, I don't know if Foz can find the the comments and the likes and stuff like that, but the I will show you the post that I made. So not only did they clip off the part that I said, they clipped off what happened. I booted off. I came back. I said the word. We went on, right? And it was wrong, absolutely wrong. I'm not gonna say but or excuse myself, but it was absolutely wrong. Hi, psych. So I am going to share my screen. Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. Where is it? There it is. Boy, why is it so complicated? The share screen. So you'll have to tell me if you can see this and if you can read it. I will zoom in if you cannot read it. Oh, look at the pretty background. Hi, Nikki O'Shea. Hi, Blake. Can you guys read this? It's probably very. I will zoom in. Okay. Okay. I might have to like scroll. So this is the name of the group. Better? I'll scroll across so you can read the whole thing. Yeah, it's a spooky background. But it bothers me, Lisa Lee, because Pink knows that she's full of shit. She knows that I just don't go around calling people that. Let me put it full screen. Maybe that will help. Is that any better? Cannot read. Okay, let me get it a little bit bigger and I'll just scroll. Okay. I'll just scroll over. So it says, I'm going to read it out to you since I can see it. Guys, at the beginning part of the live I was on last night, disconnected, and came back on. And when I did, I said, sorry, I'm a R word. No excuses. And sometimes I am self-disparaging. I would never use that word towards a person, but it's not right that I said that, and I'm sorry. I hope you all can forgive me, Holly. You see the date, September 9th, 8:41 p.m. And as I was able to get online, I also was very busy life at that time. Don't have so much of a busy life now. Can you all read that? Go to, okay, change your quality. Go to whatever. Advanced where? Where is on my where I screen share? Okay. Or if you want to read the whole thing, like I can scroll through the. As you can say, Lemmy Mustaine posted in McCamey Manor Revisited. I signed it because I was not able to access my account at the time. I do not know what advanced means, so I do not see an advanced anything on this tab. So I have no idea. No idea. So that's I just want to show that I did address it. I do not hide from my mistakes, but I also do not them over and over and over and over again. That's just not who I am. Um, if I apologize, but here's the thing: is if Foz can find comments on that, um, if Foz can find comments, thank you, dear terms of service. If Foz can find comments on that, I'm pretty sure that Megan commented on that. So for her to be up there saying all that bullshit and also implying that I said Lindsay had nothing to do with the nudes that are dropped and talking about bringing this up, the person involved, the person that was affected and impacted by those nudes being dropped has asked to be left out of it by the person who brought them up, to the person who brought them up, has asked the person who brought them up to leave her out of it. And I don't know what they said, but I know she said she didn't want to be part of it. And well, thank you, poor unfortunate souls. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. So, okay, Mr. Foz says comments didn't save other than comments made by the profile. Ugh. Thank you, Tina Branch. Hey, Dark Magician. But so I had to address that because it weighs on me because I have a son that is autistic and has cerebral palsy and other challenges, and that's not a word that I use readily. Now, I also want to address that they said, "Oh, we didn't have a problem with Amanda Zananda saying it." Now, that's untrue. However, the way that she said it the context that she said it, I did not agree with the first thing she said, but then she said that she was what was considered the R word, and her children are what are considered the R word, like medically speaking, are what are considered the R word. Um, if my son, who is mentally considered the R word, were to decide that he wanted to use that word, who the fuck am I to tell him he cannot use that word? Who am I to tell him he can't use that word? I don't mean that he would use it disparaging to others or whatever. I don't agree that she used that, but people are saying, "Oh, she called her kids the R word," and that's BS. She didn't. She said they are they are considered medically considered the R word or mentally considered the R word. I don't think she used those terms, but that's what she said they are considered special needs children. Okay. If my son decided to use that word, I would have no right to tell him he couldn't use that. Who am I if she is considered mentally or medically that she says that she's considered the R word? Who am I to tell her she can't use it? I'm not anybody to say that. I can't use it. I shouldn't use it ever for any reason. I mean, unless I'm using it in the term, like when you use to stop something, to cut something short, whatever it means other than that. But I don't even use that word for that. So I agree, Gladys. They are taking stuff out of context. They are taking stuff out of context. I know that there's a whole lot that they were saying. That they say every time I get up here, all I do is lie. But find one more instance of me using that word. One more instance of using. I beat myself up about it for the fucking entire day I was at work the next day. Beat myself up about it because I fucking hate that word and I don't want to use it. And guess what? I become more aware every time I make a mistake. I become more aware of the impact of that. I educate myself on things and I try to do better. And that's exactly what I've done in that case. And I didn't use that word before or after, like like it's not a part of my language. So they also said that I sat here for 4.5 hours or however long they said I sat here for, letting people believe that this Jamie Lynn person um, had said something that they hadn't said, which is not correct. I didn't sit here for 4.5 hours talking about that. No, this isn't about you, Amanda. It is it's not about you. They did say they did say something about me being okay with you using the R word, Amanda. Um, some people had said to me that you called your kids the R word, but you didn't call them the R word. You said they were considered the R word. I could say my son is considered the R word. You said you were considered the R word. And who am I to tell you you can't use that word? I'm nobody to tell you you can't use that word. I held myself accountable for that. I grew from it. I learned from it. I do say bad words though, DTOS. I swear all the time. Oh, hello. Hi, ray of sunshine, and hello, the I gotta do it twice. The it's always better the second time, like leftovers. Um, yeah, they had to go digging back. Even when she had her channel, she did delete those. Yeah, she did. Yes, because you own that word, and I could never tell you you own that word because right. No, you said that your kids are considered what are considered the R word, but you didn't call them that. You didn't say, "Oh, they're effing R's." I called myself that in a live over a year ago, and I called myself that. Val clipped it so you couldn't hear that I was calling myself that, just that I was saying. And then I showed how I apologized for it the next day. at any rate, that she was talking about, so they made a big deal of the fact that I said, well, I was reading and I said, "Oh, I misspoke," you know, that I misspoke about what Jamie Lynn had said, and I apologized. So now they're going to beat me up for saying I misspoke? No, they say, no, it was just an outright lie. She sat there for 4.5 hours saying this, but just like ridiculous. I know, Amanda. I know, Amanda. They were just trying to use that whole thing to further their narrative. Oh, yeah. Oh, and Pink, apparently, I was watching Melissa Jade's live and making dinner, eating dinner, but apparently at some point, Pink, they dropped the link to ask me to come up. I wasn't in that chat. So, and there's, and it's pretty obvious. There's some people over there that are very, very obviously. You're welcome, Amanda. I always try to do what's right. If I thought that you were saying it in a real derogatory way and that it was not, you didn't explain how you own that word, I have no right to tell you anything. No, I know exactly. Exactly. The yeah, exactly. Because like I am part of that Romani slur. That's part of my heritage that my grandfather was called his entire life in America. So um Blake, I I don't take it I don't take it all day every day. I take it at night to help me sleep because I have a really hard time sleep. I don't know if I have like restless leg syndrome or something like that, but I have a really hard time sleeping through the night. So, you guys want to hear something funny? My mail just popped me up a mail notification that Miss Melissa Jade was live, which was like 3 hours ago. Thanks, mail. Um, yeah, but also I wanted to point this out to you, um, to y'all, to y'all. So, right now, what they're doing is they're trying to. So, what happened, you all know, is that there was a division, right? Division where I stood up uh, to Val along with not sleep apnea, no, Amanda. It's not really insomnia. I fall asleep okay, but then it's a really, really, really hard time staying asleep. But it's not sleep apnea, no. Yeah, you're here. It's just my mail finally gave me a notification of you going live. Um, um, I don't think they're called choke cherry, tart cherry. Aren't they called tart cherry? Choke cherry might be something different. um, yeah, again, Delaney, yeah, it's been used, and we now know the impact of those words. I- we now know the impact of those words, so we don't. Um, we try not to use them, right? We try to not use those words. Um, I have intrusive thoughts all the time. But anyways, I'm going to talk about kratom. Look at you guys are really getting my ADD. I think I've self-diagnosed myself with ADHD after watching too much TikTok and people talking about the different signs of it. But anyway, I don't use it for everyday pains. I use it just for night, but I do love it. I've probably been taking it for probably 3 years now. And listen, peeps, I watch Dharma and Greg at night so my mind doesn't race. Because I just love Dharma and Greg so much. But I'll probably, as soon as this series is over, like I'm through all the seasons. Sorry, I'm really tired. I will move on to something else, some other old comedy I've seen. Welcome back, Amber. So maybe Nikki O'Shea. I should probably go get um a sleep test, but it helps me. It helps me sleep. So, anyways, what um what I like to say is like what happened with Natasha did this to this community when she went over to Amanda's and Nanda's um high allegedly with Brittany. When she went over to Amanda's and Anna's panel and got up on panel, it was very deliberate. She saw a place where she could wedge herself in, divide and conquer, right? Divide and conquer. Hi, grouchy mama bear. Um, and now that is what TT is doing. So now what Natasha's doing is kind of getting behind TT, prodding her to do worse and worse and worse shit until it's a guarantee that when Natasha dumps Val, which she will, TT will have no friends left. No one will trust her. No one will believe her. No one will go against Natasha with her. You know, Amanda, it shouldn't have caused a war. We all, the people that left Val, all believe that you had the right to do that to heal for yourself. That's why it caused a war, is because Val was not allowing you the space to heal for yourself. Hi, Jabberjaws. That's right, Tiffany. Because fucking Natasha is a socially opportunistic predator. Yes, yes, I was gonna do that too. So I saw this live that Val had done that was like 8 minutes long. So and it had my name on it. So I decided I was gonna go watch it, see what 8 minutes of lies she had told me. So sometime into her live, like before the 8 minutes was up, someone came in all caps, saying, uh, Natasha's got breaking news in like she's going live with breaking news soon, like 15 minutes or something like that. And Val stops it. She's like, oh, like, what's it about? What's it about? Like, what, give us the details. And she's just like, she didn't say, all caps, breaking news, da da da, breaking news, like really laying it thick. Okay. Now, first of all, I think we've all well established you don't go into someone else's live to announce another person's live. Like to announce, like you guys might say, oh, Val's live right now streaming you or Natasha's live, but you don't go in there and say, Natasha's going live with breaking news. You don't do that. It's so fucking classless. And so she goes in there and then so they're like, oh, let me message her. So clearly, they're messaging and she's like, oh, I'm going to get off here so we can go see what the breaking news is. And what is the breaking news? More drama, more gossip. Had nothing to do with the Gabby Petito case. None of that. Yeah, it was breaking news. But oh no, it's okay, Amanda's and Anna's. But you just imagine. Oh, but Val thinks that. Pink, you want to come up? You want to come up and address your lies tonight? Because I just proved that I apologized for what I said, and I did last night not say that Lindsay was not involved with it. I said Lindsay was involved with that, but the Melissa, who was in chat, is absolutely not does not want to be involved in it, and she's asked to not be involved in it. Come on up, okay? Because you were you have been lying left and right about me. You won't yell at me. Yeah, Val didn't do it for other people she supported. So like, what about when Brandy True Crime Uncorked had a live that she was scheduling for 2 weeks or a week and a half. And Val even promoted that live and talked about that live. And then Val went live during her live. What about that? I think I dropped the link. Hi, Karen. Hi, Rena. And I know that there's a lot of people in here, just so you know, that Pink, that I give you too much grace, and they're right at this point. So I don't expect you to be nice to me, and I'm probably not going to be very nice to me. I will be as civil as I can be. But you've been lying about me left and right. You call Foz a fucking groomer. A groomer? Are you kidding me? Hi, Dharma. Hi. Hi, Erica. No, I don't know if she's coming or not, but at any rate, um, you guys are purposely twisting, but I would love you to talk about the lies. We can talk about what happened over a fucking year ago with Lindsay, who did not get those pictures from digging through. Alexis and Karma Larma, if you're here, Karma Lama. Oh my God, that's so hard to say. Karma Lama, who is in there saying she knows for a fact Alexis did not drop those nudes into Hell Chat. Absolutely, yes, she fucking did. Alexis, Jennifer Taylor, and Justin all dropped them into Hell Chat. Hi, Pink.
What up?
The
Let's
fir-
go ahead and talk about lies.
okay, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the fact that you guys dug back to over a year ago to that live. You played a clip that was cropped, so you didn't hear the whole thing. You just heard me say effing and the R word. Didn't hear the whole thing, nor did you mention the fact that I apologized the next day to the group, and you were part of that group, Pink, and you probably a bunch of people said, "Oh my God, we all screw up, blah 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 blah," but you clipped it so that it made like I
I
was
didn't clip anything. First of all, that's where you're wrong. I don't know everything that Val's going to do. All the
okay,
things
but
that
you know the truth. But you know the truth because you were there for a lot of it.
Holly, what did I say about you saying the R word? I didn't say
You
anything
said,
about that.
"Oh, she's so," yes, you did. "Oh,
No,
she's
no, no, no,
so
no. What I
against it.
said
She's
was I
so
brought up the
against it."
Amanda Zananda thing. That's what I brought up because you
You
want to get
no, you
after.
said I'm
No,
so against it
okay.
because of Lindsay's son. You said I'm so against it and will go after anybody because of Lindsay's son. That's what you said. Did you
What?
fail to fucking
What are
remember
you
that
talking
my
about? Yeah,
child is
yeah. That
autistic and
am
has
I?
cerebral
Am
palsy?
I? Am I? Nope. Didn't know that till recently. First of all, so show
No,
me
I've
where I've
talked
ever
about it
known.
openly many times.
Holly,
So
I
if
don't
you're not
listen
paying
to
attention,
everything
that's
you
not my
say.
fault.
And you having an autistic son has nothing to do with it. No, I don't agree whatsoever that anybody, regardless of anything going on with Lindsay, that anybody should be calling her son those types of names. No. Did I know anything about the clip Val was going to play about you saying that? No. I don't send everything to Val and she doesn't
Okay,
come to
but then
me.
you sat there and
No,
said,
Holly,
but
hold
they sat
on.
there
And
and
she
co-signed it.
No, what I co-signed was I do think that you cherry pick because I'm actually the one in the comments on the video that had Amanda Ananda's back where you guys did start getting onto her about using that word. And I said, well, I don't think she meant it that way. And it's not about Holly. I don't think that you use that word. I never said that. No, I don't think that you use it. But I do think
But
that
you
you and
couldn't have
Lindsay
said that
both
I
gave people
apologized in my group
Holly,
because you
this
were
is
there for that.
years
I'm pretty
worth of
sure you
shit.
commented on it.
This is
Then
years
why are you
worth of
bringing it
shit.
up? Why are you
I
sitting
didn't
there
bring it
next
up.
to the woman,
But I
but you're
but I
sitting
did
there next to the woman
but I did
co-signing it?
but I did bring up the fact that you did give a pass for Amanda Zananda using it because you guys did, and that's okay. I got where she was coming from on that. That's
Right,
the
in
only thing
that
I said about the R word, Holly. So
if
don't sit
my
here and say that
son
I'm sitting here saying Holly's going around being insensitive using this word.
no,
Look at
no, you
Holly
said,
saying this.
"I will
No,
get," oh,
I
she
didn't
can
say
use
that
it, but she won't let anybody use it against, but because Lindsay's son, you go back and listen to your words, Pink. Go back and listen to your words.
because you
Go
say it too, Holly, and
say
you get
what?
after the R word.
Yes, I
You
do.
did.
I do not
And
say
we
the
don't
R
need
word.
to.
I do not.
I do too.
Find
You just said
find
that you
it.
do, but sometimes when you do, you try to take back for that because it isn't right.
I
You
do not say
just said that.
sometimes I do. I have mentioned that specific instance more than once. I do not say the R word, Pink.
I
don't.
don't think that you do, and I never said that you do, but I did say that you did give a pass to Amanda Zananda for using it when you guys haven't given passes to other people in the past for that, and that's
because the
what
way that she used it, and because Ananda has said that she's had it used against her, and that's what people consider her, and she owns that. My son is considered that medically and mentally consider that. If he decided to use that word to himself or whatever, who am I to tell him he can't use
because
that?
that's disparaging. You should teach better. That's a cruel word. It's used
If
as
he
a form
uses
of hate
it
and most
towards himself,
that's like
if he
a
uses it
person.
towards himself,
Why would you allow your autistic son to call himself the R? I'm sorry.
well, he's an adult for one.
I can't get. That doesn't matter. He's still your son.
He's not your child. You are not a parent to an autistic child
but
or a
I
mentally.
can speak my opinion when you're bringing it up, Holly.
I said if he would say that this is he owns it as an adult and he wants to use it in the way that he wants to use it, who am I as an adult? Who am I to tell him he can't? I am not anybody or anybody else.
You wouldn't want to teach. That's
I wouldn't teach him to say it, Pink.
No, I didn't say that, Holly. Don't put words in my mouth. You're not going to put words in my mouth. You won't do that to me. I didn't say that. I got 2 words out. Didn't even finish what I was going to say. But wouldn't you want to teach him that that's a cruel word, just like the N word or the J word or anything else that's derogatory and has been used in a derogatory manner to discredit somebody or to bring them down? That's my opinion, and I'm going to mention that.
Do you think that black people? Do you think the black people can't use that word?
I know so many black people that do, and I know so many black people that say, even though we are people of color and it's more free for them to use it because it was used against them in a bad way, we still don't want to spread that. We want it to stop. It's not, we don't want to spread that. So yeah, I do. Like, what do you want from me, Holly?
Okay, but your place to tell anybody they can't as a white person?
If you want to, okay, you're not going to twist. If you want to go back and forth on race now, because you're trying to twist, it's what you're doing, then we can do it. No, this is not what the topic is. Don't do that.
Okay, this is what somebody said. You literally said,
and this is what you do too,
it,
Holly.
But I
backtrack one-on-one. You got to sit here and read through the chat and go through that.
Well, because I wasn't present for all of it. I saw what was said in that moment, but then I stopped looking because it's just disgusting to me. But there's people that were in there that saw it. You said that I backtracked. I say it, but I backtrack.
What?
I apologize. I said it once. That I said the R word. That I said it.
Where did I say you backtracked, Holly? Where?
You did say you. I go back and listen to the live.
No, I didn't say Holly backtracked on saying that. You're fucking lying, Holly.
Okay.
I didn't say Holly backtracked because I don't think that.
Your terms of service. What did she say I backtracked on? I don't think you listen to what you say. I don't. I think
no,
you listen.
I know.
Go back
I don't
and
have
listen.
to. I don't, Holly. I don't have to go back to listen because I'm present while I'm saying it. And no, I didn't.
Really?
I didn't say Holly backtracks on apologizing for using the R word or whatever this person's saying. No, I did not.
So now, what about when you sat there up on that panel and let Val go ham on Lindsay's children, on Lindsay's parenting?
What, for agreeing with her? That word is that Lindsay made the. What do you mean? Give me some context. Remind me
anything about her children. She was talking about what a shit mother she was.
Why
you
do
did
I
just
have
now.
To answer?
You just now in this live. You said I say the R word. That I say it. That I use that word.
Okay, and
then backtrack.
You did, and
I said it once.
No, you guys.
Yes, I did find another fucking place in the last 2 years that you've known
Holly,
me.
You said yourself that when you do use it, you take it back, and you don't feel right for doing it. Because
where did I say that?
Jesus, no, I can't.
When I said when I have used it, when I have used it. It was something that was said when I was growing up. I'm much older than you. That was saying about everybody said that word when
Holly,
I was growing up.
Just because you're older than someone doesn't mean you're smarter or that.
I didn't say it was smarter. I said back. I said back when I was a kid.
Less than.
That's not what I'm saying, Pink. Fucking listen to me. You have very hard listening skills. You have very poor listening skills.
No,
I
Holly,
said when I was younger. Listen to me. When I was younger. And I'm much older than you, so it might not have been like this when you were younger. So listen to me. When I was younger, growing up, and people my age will tell you that that word, the R word, was used all the time for everybody, every time. Nobody told us it was
Yes,
wrong.
I
We had to
agree.
learn it was wrong as we grew up. So have I used it in the past? Yes. Is it something that I used since my son, who is 23, has been born? I can't remember. I used it in that term in that time against myself, not towards anybody else, against myself, which was clipped to
Yes,
listen. So you can hear
I
me say
feel you.
I'm, and so but you said that I use it. You said I say it, but you've never heard me say it more than that one time. So you can't say I say it. I said
But
when
Holly,
I've said it
you
in
and
my life,
I get
in
this
my
is your
50
chat
fucking
right now, so
years.
there's not people going to speak up. But yes, you said you used it and you didn't like when you did use it and you corrected yourself. I'm not saying again because people want to go ahead and stir the pot. I get that. I'm not saying that Holly uses the R word, and I don't think she does. Didn't know about the clip, and I do think that when Holly said that, she did apologize. I'm sure you did because that's not like you. Like
So
even
then
though we're
why
not
would you
close, I
sit
know
there?
you.
Why would you sit there? Because Pink, I'm going to tell you
I
something.
I
As much as
cannot
I dislike
control.
anybody that I dislike, if they were lying about the person they were talking about with me sitting right there, I would say, well, that's taken out of context. And I'm sure she apologized for that. If somebody said that, Pink, about you, said something about you that you
You're
said,
right. You're right. Holly, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. You are right. I agree because I
thank
do
you.
100% believe that you would not like that. You were not being that way with that word. I do. I
And
do
now,
think that.
another thing. You said that I said Lindsay had nothing to do with those nudes.
Yes.
You said I said that. When right here on this live last night, I said she did. She had nothing to do with them being dropped in hell chat. That was Alexis, Justin, and Jennifer. But the fact is that
Mhm.
that Melissa in this chat last night, in this chat, addressed it and said she didn't want to be brought up in all of this about that. But you sat there,
Nobody brought her up. She was blocked out. Initials were used, or it was said someone. No one brought Melissa
Melissa
into this.
E or ME, and MG, and said that Michael was in here. That Michael was in here. Melissa said I can tell her story. Melissa has told me I can tell her story. She trusts me to be truthful about it. Okay,
And
you have
there's
allowed
no
that
way
to be
I wouldn't
twisted.
be because I was the one there for them that helped them when they came to me for help with that situation. And they
Really?
both know
How did
that,
you help
Holly.
them?
Are you kidding me?
How did you help them? You get them. You try to find them legal representation. Did you
They
give them the
can,
names of people for the non-consensual dissemination
they,
of pornography?
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm
And this
because I
is
want to know.
bullshit because this is see what this is no, and you're gonna say these people don't want brought into it. No, this is where MG and ME need to come out because they know how they came for me to help, saying do any and everything. They needed her information to get her to stop, to know where they needed to send legal papers. It's not
Oh, for
doxing her if it's
Alexis?
private mess. No,
For
for
Alexis?
Jennifer. For
Oh, for
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Jennifer wasn't a real person, so
Oh no, I got the docs for them. That's why she left. Michael can attest to that. So can
that's
Melissa.
not why she left. She left because somebody took control of her account and kicked
Oh,
her out of a bunch
okay.
of shit.
Well, okay.
But
Okay.
anyways,
Well, either way, after
anyway,
that, she left.
yeah, she left. She left because she knew
And
what she was
Lindsay
wrong,
was
but that wasn't
involved
because
in
of
that.
you.
Lindsay was involved in it.
Lindsay
And
was not involved in dropping
yes,
them
she
into
was.
hell chat. No, she was not. Alexis was one that got those nudes. Alexis was the one that gave them
Okay.
to
And what you're doing
everybody.
is you're splitting hairs. Okay.
No, I'm
So
not because
let me give you this. Let me
you're
give you this, Holly. Let
blaming
me give
a
you this.
Lindsay for something and not naming
Even if
Alexis. Name
because
Alexis.
fucking Lindsay was in on it. Lindsay fucking knew what she was doing, and you
Who
know
did
what
Lindsay
Lindsay was
send them
doing
to?
too.
Who did
Did you
Lindsay
watch?
send them to?
Did you forget the live that you no? Did
I
you
know who
forget the
she sent
fucking
them to.
live you were on that we shared? Did you
Yes,
watch it, Holly?
I know who she sent them to. Lindsay was not involved in dropping them into hell chat.
Lindsay was
She
involved
wasn't.
with passing them around and
To one
stirring up
person.
harassment,
One
bringing
person.
harassment and harm
One
to
person.
Melissa, to
Alexis sent them to
Courtney.
everybody else and Jennifer Taylor. So one
Well,
person.
Michael's words say otherwise in the live, and that's video proof. That's not hearsay back and forth like we're doing.
Um Well, I could go back and listen. If there's
Go
proof that
ahead,
Lindsay,
because
listen,
yeah.
I'm stop. Let me finish. If there's proof that Lindsay sent them to more than one person, then I will agree with you. I will retract because I know that who she sent them to directly and
What?
why she sent them. I did not agree with it, Pink. I did not agree with it. We were not friends at the time. I came hard for her in every way that I fucking could. Okay. And so to say that I stood by and allowed that to happen or that I forgave, but the thing is that if Melissa can forgive her, okay, and I never forgave her for that because it wasn't for me to forgive. She didn't do it to me. Okay. Me and the only reason Lindsay and I started talking to each other was because
We
of
know
Mandy.
why.
Because of
Yeah.
Mandy.
Yeah.
Okay. And we also did not go, you got butthurt as fuck that you were pushed out of Purgatory Chat. But Pink, there
Oh
you were
yeah, I want to address that because yes, I'm going to take credibility. Yeah, totally. I was in purgatory, which I still have access to all of that too until I don't know how, but I do. Until I was
you have
kicked
access to
out.
everything before you got kicked out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Um totally forgot about that. Had no idea. I think I commented in it like once. I don't even know what the hell went down in there. Yeah, so yeah, you guys were right. I did get kicked out of a chat. Forgot about it, but if you want to go or show the proof of what my involvement was in that chat and from how short it
No, there
was
was
from when
no
I was entered till
it
when I
wasn't
left, it was not like
I
I
know
completely
it
forgot about
wasn't, but
that.
you understand we didn't remove you because we were doing something nefarious in there. We removed everybody from there that Mandy was not directly attacking at the time, that she was not directly attacking or were still communicating with Mandy in some way. We disengaged completely. You would still go into her chats and try to talk to her, into her live chats and try to talk to her. We
Besides
look,
literally one time when
okay,
and you all
let
tried
me
to talk
finish.
to her and work things out too. Like don't act like I sat
No, I
there and
didn't. Not
ever
after
tried
she
to.
threatened my grandchild. No, I did not. No, I
Holly,
did
you
not.
admitted she didn't threaten your grandchild.
No, in the screenshots, listen, and I have said this before, in the screenshots, that time, at that specific time, she said, I don't know if I'm going to go after you because you have a grandson. But later, after that time, after Alexis was removed from Purgatory Chat, later is when she said, you know what? I thought about it. I wasn't going to go after you because of your grandson, but I'm going to, and you better hope he's not home. I have proof of it.
Can we
There's
see
video
it? Will you
clips that I
please
sent
pull
to
it up?
the.
Because
I can't pull.
I believe Mandy. Go ahead.
You believe Andy?
No, Holly, I was cut off. I was going to say I believe Mandy would do something like that.
She did. There, it's on. Oh, it's got to be on the Mandy Exposed page. I'm not
And that
pulling it
I
up
want to
right this
bring that
second.
up with you too is you
But
lied,
let me
Holly.
finish this. Let me finish this. You sat
Okay.
there with Jonathan McCraney, like on, oh yeah, look at how, oh, they would do this to her. We were fearful, Pink, fearful. If you think that I was engaging with her, you're wrong. We weren't in her live chats. We were recording them. We were trying to find help for her because she sat there in her live chats talking about how she could get away with these very dangerous things because she was in prison and it was like a school for criminals. It was like an education for criminals. And she knew what she could do, what she could say to get away with everything that she was doing and saying without getting caught. She in detail, like graphic detail, how she fucked with her neighbors, how she hid from all the motion detection lights, how she
Oh, I
plotted out
know.
her route, all
I
this
know.
stuff. Okay. So she scared us. And
Holly, but that
we were trying to listen. We were not going real life on her like we were going to go and expose her. We were getting information to law enforcement. We were getting information. We were trying to get information to somebody to say, this woman is unhinged right now, possibly in a psychosis, because she admitted that she would fuck with her Adderall so that she would go into this like psychotic state. Okay. And we were concerned for her, Pink. It was not about revenge. It was not about, and I heard Truth Teller on that say, well, look at what they were doing. Of course, if people were doing this to me, I would react this way too. I would react that way too. They're lucky they got blah 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 blah. This was all after she had been threatening us. So did we listen to the things that she told us? Did we look for information so that we could warn somebody? Because there were people that lived very close to Mandy. She was mentioning people's jobs. She was mentioning people's spouses' names. She was mentioning where people worked, where they went to school, things like that, Pink. Do you not get it? Do you not understand? After, like, can you save yourself? If you were one of those people that she was doing that to, Pink, that you would have disagreed with what we were doing?
In some aspects, I could disagree. Do you want to know what those are?
Yes.
And I feel what you're saying, and I understand that, and I do get that. However, what about the laughing and talking about, well, if she's evicted, we don't care? What does that have to do with it? What about sharing her private pill bottles? What does that have to do with it? What about the lives are going to be, nobody may be physically
Okay.
harmed. I've never put a hit out on people, but lives are going to be wrecked. Like, that's not saying, hey,
Nobody's going to be physically harmed, but lives are going to be wrecked. Meant ours, because she already contacted people in Lindsay's hometown, already started interfering in her custodial case, already had started doing that at that point.
No, the messages said, I've never put a hit out, and I'm paraphrasing, I've never put a hit out on somebody.
That was Karen just being Karen. We knew she wasn't fucking
Karen.
And we contacted her doctor to tell her that's why, because we wanted somebody to help us. You're picking at little things. There was no nefarious means. We were never going to release any of that information ever.
No, Holly, I'm not picking at things, and I'm not trying to defend Mandy, but I literally, and this, you can't tell me how I feel or how something affects me. Like, I really was like, that's fucking far. Like, what they did, I knew that you guys were doing what you needed to do to protect yourself from her threat she had done on the live, but I didn't know that things were going to the extent that they were going behind the scenes. And you know that I didn't know that. And
of course you weren't there. We weren't talking about it because we weren't trying to hurt her. That's the thing, is that you don't understand. We were not trying to hurt her. There may have been people in there that didn't really give a fuck about Mandy. Okay. But you're talking about Lindsay, whose daughter, whose son was put into hell chat. You're talking about Foz, who she was called all sorts of names, but was not threatened like me and Lindsay were threatened. But when you guys are talking up on TT's panel, you're talking about me and Lindsay. You're talking about Allison. You said Allison was dangerous.
No, what I said, and I thought
excuse me, that you agreed with Jamie Lynn.
I thought we were supposed to not bring her up again, which I told that even in the private chats that we're in, which, yes, Holly, you think nobody, like, that we don't have any of these people. Yes, we do. And a lot of people play the fence. I'm saying in our private chats and things that we talk about personally, I've even said, I forgot what I was talking about. Can you remind me? Can somebody fucking remind me?
What you said about AM. Let's call her AM, okay?
Oh, yes. Okay. Even in our private chats, like, that I'm in with other people, we've all said, okay, we're not bringing her up anymore. It wasn't when I was on the live and I said that, which I'll go back into what I said in just a second. I was literally after, like, it was probably like 30 seconds after I said that, I got a message from somebody who's on both of our sides that said, hey, Allison tried to message you. Well, I had her, or, oh my God, I'm sorry. AM tried to message you. And she messaged my other profile, which had been deactivated for a week because I had her blocked on my Thora account. So, and I proved these, like, I never got her messages. They were still unopened. But after I seen, and people said, hey, she's taken a minute, like, she needs time, don't mention her anymore. Absolutely, I won't do that, because you and Alice, oh my God, I'm doing it again. You and AM, that really did, like, I never would have expected that from you guys, like, you two especially. And it did make me be like, wait a minute. They all went after Kata Silvis for having personal information when there was behind the scene drama of people going real life. But
did I?
Here is, well, I don't know. We would have to ask other people. I can't say, I'm not going to say yes or Holly. I'm not going to say
no, I
yes.
did not.
Okay, well, people did. Lindsay absolutely did, and that's for sure.
But Pink,
So
Lindsay and I were not in any kind of partnership back then. We were not
anyway,
friends back then.
I get that, but what I'm saying is the reason I said that about Allison is because it is true. Because I would not want to give somebody I would not want to give somebody my personal information that was doing that type of things, even if it was towards Mandy. Now, should I have thought before I spoke? Because do I think deep down AM is like that? No, I really don't, and I don't think that she would do something to harm someone with malicious intent. I don't. So I shouldn't have said that, but I really was like, damn, I felt bamboozled. I was like, Allison, or oh my God, I was like, AM is even doing this. There's no way. So yeah, I did. And I'm not going to apologize for how I feel, but I will apologize that I said that about her because again, when I'm wrong and I really think about things, I don't think she I don't think she would be malicious with information. I don't.
Do you see how that's kind of a problem? That you get up on a live with hundreds of people watching, people
Well,
who
you do it too. You've
I say
lied about
something.
me in multiple things. Yeah.
What? Tell me. Go ahead.
And
Let's come
no,
on.
you know what? You're not going to
No,
do
come
if
on.
I'm willing to come up here and
Tell
try
me what I
to
lied about you. When have I lied about you?
I don't really have anything. I don't know what to say cuz
Because you don't have anything. I
well,
have things.
if you want to say that, Holly, then say it.
You don't have anything, Pink. I've never lied about you. I've never lied about anybody. The only thing I've ever lied about, I misspoke about Jamie Lynn. Of course. Of course. All right. And this is how it is. This is how it is. When she gets put on the spot, when she's literally saying the things that that she says she has proof, she has all this stuff, and then she is said, okay, give it to me. She bounces. She bounces. I don't lie. I don't lie. I misspoke. I misspoke the other night. We're not going to call people anything though, okay, guys? I don't think I've seen anybody say anything, but we're not going to call anybody names or anything. I misspoke about Jamie Lynn. I said I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes, you may, Boston. So, Melissa, we weren't following her, and when they're talking about the stuff they're talking about, if someone traumatized me, I'm not following them, inserting myself back into their lives. Okay, the screenshots they were showing us, that they were showing of us, we weren't inserting ourselves into her life. We were trying to get help for her. Pink would have been right there with us if we had included her in it. Tiffany, that's the thing, is that if she it feels burnt because we didn't include her in it. I love the background. I just love the background. It makes me happy when somebody's up here with me because the background shows.
I love the background too. I said that earlier in chat. It's beautiful and spooky.
That's all Foz.
Of course it is. Good job, Foz. I wanted to just address something. I wish she was still up here. She said that on TT's live today or tonight, can't keep track, that she didn't say anything about my looks. TT used that as one of the lies that you said, Holly. TT said, Holly said, yeah, I'm Pink Dagger talking about Boston's looks and trying to tell her she needs to go up on, show herself on camera or whatever. TT said that was a lie. And then Pink Dagger was like, yeah, I never said anything about her looks. I was just basically, she was talking shit about me and trying to say I need to come up on panel or I need to show myself on camera. And she said, and I only said that because she was talking about TT's looks. I never said shit about Val's looks or her appearance. The comment I made was that I thought all of those photos looked old. That was it. I don't talk about people's appearances. I don't do that. but Pink is apparently cool being on a panel or a channel with somebody who not only does that to other people, but then pins everyone's comments. Everyone who was making fun of my hair, making fun of my looks, saying shitty things about me. She pinned all of the comments. And Pink was up there with her. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to be. I also would like to clear my name when someone lies about me. I never said anything about her looks.
Yeah, you just said her pictures were old.
And
the camera quality was old.
And I have a question for you. Wasn't Pink like cool with you and cool with AM and cool with everybody up until the point where there was that divide between Val and the rest of us? I thought she was cool. I thought she was cool with you guys. Like you guys were friends.
She was.
So I want to know why all of a sudden now that there was this divide and she's on Val's side, that she suddenly has all these problems with things that happened over a year ago.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Well, she says because she didn't see the stuff, that was happening in Purgatory Chat. But she was around. She knew what Mandy was doing. She knew how to fight, and we all were. She knew when Mandy added Lindsay's son to Hell Chat. She was aware.
Hold on one second. Gladys, they were deleting comments that were positive about me? What are you talking about? Were they really? Boston is beautiful from Keeping It Real with KM. I'm shocked. I'm shocked to see that, KM, but thank you if you're being serious. I'm not sure what you're doing here.
Hold on a second. I need to fix my little avatar up in the corner. Okay, thanks, back.
Yeah, I'm back. I just want to address Boston. The reason we're showing things that are old is to show a pattern of behavior with Lindsay and inserting her nose in everybody's drama and creating drama between friends and groups. That's why.
And I get that and I understand that, but can I ask why my name is on those lives? Holly's Lies. I never lied. I have not lied. I'm still waiting for you to tell me what I lied about you.
Because Holly, you lied about me because you're portraying me to be somebody that's untrustworthy and that just flips on my friends on a dime, and
you did
that I just don't know. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I've been loyal to you guys for year after year. This isn't a pattern of behavior for me. You should know that. How is it, Holly?
Because you came in guns a-blazing out Angela, and I will correct myself. You did come in guns a-blazing about Angela, but as soon as you realized what was happening, you realized what I was saying was a joke. Not when you first came in, but when you realized everything that happened.
And it was resolved. Exactly. And what is your point with that? So I can't be
because you brought it up.
I can't be trusted knowing even as you all say how dangerous Mandy is, that I came in and had something to say about you going after Angela. What's your point then?
No, we didn't at that time know how dangerous Mandy was. Are you kidding me? We thought that
she called CPS and went real life, Holly. Yes, you did.
I knew she called CPS, but other people were concerned about Dan's kids too. But I also told her she was a piece of shit. I didn't know she was what she is now. I did not know that, Pink. There's no way.
But I'm asking you how I'm untrustworthy and how I flipped on my friends because you said it is a pattern. So explain it. How is it a pattern? Because no, it's not.
You said that. I mean, you've come in guns blazing about
Paula's in the hospital.
I said when Paula was in the hospital claiming that she was suicidal, you came in guns blazing about that.
Nope, had nothing to do with that.
That was Mandy. Sorry, that was Mandy. When Angela was swatted.
Angela's welfare call, yeah.
Yeah, you came in guns blazing, but as soon as you saw what was actually happening, you saw that I didn't actually send Mandy, knowing that Mandy was dangerous. Somebody calling CPS on somebody when they're genuinely...
You're backtracking. We just talked about CPS and Dan. We're moving on to the Angela thing now and how I came in guns a-blazing.
How you said guns a-blazing, but you knew that...
Over you guys giving a fucking wellness check on Angela.
I did not. That was Mandy. Mandy called a wellness check on Angela, not me.
Right?
Not
And
any
you all
of
knew
us.
about it.
No,
Okay.
we did
You
not.
all
No, we
okay.
did not.
Well,
She
Mandy says
literally sat there
otherwise,
and
so it's
said,
your word against hers. So okay.
no, it's not. She sat there in Hell Chat and said, I did not do it. I did not call. Listen. And because Mandy had owned up to everything she'd done to that point, we figured she was not lying. We believed her. Fucking forgive us. Sue us for
No,
believing her
that's
when
not what the issue is. We already resolved all that. So why are you rehashing
why are
that?
you
We
bringing
fixed
it
it.
up?
You were
Why
rehashing
are
No,
it
you guys
Boston.
bringing it up?
publicly on somebody
No,
else's
Boston.
channel.
No, Holly, you were saying how I have a pattern of flipping. No, you mean I have a pattern of calling bullshit out, whether I'm friends with Angela or Mandy or whoever the person may be.
Okay, maybe
Like
you don't
when
have
I
a
came in,
pattern of
no.
flipping.
Like when I came in there, guns
You have a
a-blazing
pattern.
over Lindsay, even though Lindsay and I weren't friends, guns a-blazing because Lindsay came to me upset about people in Hell Chat bringing up her son, and I went in there and had Lindsay's back too. So are you gonna bring that up? Because that's what my pattern is, going in and speaking on something that's fucked up and
That you
saying
have
my mind
no
about it and calling it
information
out.
about.
Right. That's exactly.
But
So maybe
people
you don't
come
have
to me about it.
blazing.
Boston, you weren't there. So you
I'm
can't
talking
sit
about
there
your
and say
behavior that I've
exactly.
seen now,
You don't know
sweetie.
my behavior. You
Boston,
don't
hold
know.
on. Boston, hold on. Stop. Don't yell at each other. Do not yell at each other. So Pink, maybe flip-flopping is the wrong word, but not listening to people before you go off. Because you come and going off, and you will not listen to anybody. You sat here and told me exactly what happened with Val as if you knew the truth, and none of it was fact.
But no, hold on, because you're not just gonna. No, we're not just gonna get off that subject because that's
Okay.
that's
So I
not
said I
fair.
misspoke. It's not flip-flopping, but you
No,
do come
what I'm
in
talking about
is the being trusted.
just go ahead, Holly.
Are you talking about the not being trusted thing?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. The reason that you were not trusted, and it was not just you, okay? It was
No, I'm not talking about the PC
everybody.
chat.
What are you talking about?
You said flip-flopping isn't the right word, so that's what I'm talking. Like, are you meaning trust? Like,
No,
that's what I'm talking about.
flip-flopping is
You
not
called
the
me a
right word.
flip-flopper and that I had a pattern of it, so I
You have a
wanted you
pattern
to
of
elaborate
knee-jerk
on that.
reacting. That's the word I'm looking for. You have a pattern of knee-jerk reacting without getting all the information. And
But
typically,
all
and
the
the reason I
information is
was
the other
told
side.
all the information,
And
period.
misunderstanding.
But
Hold on, Boston,
was it
let
a
me stop.
misunderstanding? Was it a misunderstanding when I was in there doing the same thing for Lindsay when she came to me like they're doing this, doing that? I don't know what to do. And I was like, fuck this. I'm going in there and saying something. Was it then too? Or was it just because I did that for Angela?
No, because it was a misunderstanding when you came in for Angela, but it was a misunderstanding on everybody's part.
The misunderstanding
Okay?
with Angela was a SWAT over a wellness check. You got
Right.
there was
And
still a wellness
we
check done
believed
on her
Mandy, and
out of
that was our
bullshit.
bad. That was our bad. Right? That was our bad. But you go hard without listening to all the context. Like, for instance, when you went into Foz's live the other night when somebody said you don't tell your enemies your war plan or something, it's just a figure of speech. It's not actually literal. And you're like, what do you mean by that? And then you said,
So
and then
Holly, sorry to
you're not
interrupt, but
listening.
Love Reigns wants to come up.
Okay,
And
Love Reigns,
also
hold on.
Miss T. Lee, who I think is from Natasha's channel, says, "Hey guys, I'm just wondering if I'm welcome here."
Everybody's welcome
not
here.
my panel.
Everybody's here.
I can't say it's Holly's.
I'm not, as long
Holly's
as you
the
don't.
host.
I was asking Holly.
No, I was talking about the person. I was chiming in as well, Boston.
Yeah.
Okay, and while we wait for Pink to get up,
channel. It
or
is my
will we
channel.
Can
Hold
you
on, let me
explain why
Miss
you
T.
said I
Lee,
was?
hold on just a second, Boston. Miss T. Lee, everybody is welcome as long as you're respectful. You won't call any names, and you won't. That's it. Just don't call any names. That's cool.
Can
Now
I
go ahead,
ask real quick?
Boston.
Can I ask real quick, just Pink, why you lied and said that I was talking about Val's looks?
Because I call a spade, and you may not have had to have said something verbatim about looks, but you know what you were implying. And it
What
was
was I?
Val that,
What do you think I was
sweetheart, it was
implying?
Val that was actually talking about it, and I chimed in on it. What you were implying was she's a liar because she's sending Foz a whole bunch of old pictures. Those pictures are from the 90s, that she's lying when she said over and over only a couple were old and the rest were recent. That's stirring the pot. That's talking shit.
That's how I felt, and many other people felt the same way when they
Well,
looked at those photos
good
for
job.
themselves.
Okay, so
And
move on.
I didn't say anything about her looks, but you decided to attack
Actually,
me
she
and
was the one
encourage.
speaking upon it, and all I said was, why doesn't big badass Boston cam up the next time she's on panel? That's what I said. I didn't say shit about your looks, honey.
Okay.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Boston
What does
asked.
camming
What
up
do you
have
mean?
to do with anything?
Right.
Because
Like,
she's
Cam-
talking shit. Because she's
She was not
talking
talking
shit
about her looks.
about Val's looks by
No,
implying
No, she was
that
not.
Val.
no, I
You
wasn't.
seem to
Well,
think.
if
I
you
think
guys
she's
want to sit here
beautiful.
and
that
spin
you
that
are the judge.
narrative
Hold
and
on.
play,
Hold on.
and
That's
play
not a
stupid
narrative.
shit, go ahead.
Pink,
That is not a
who
narrative.
are
You
you
can't
So that was a
determine my.
that was a
anybody is
positive
implying?
comment.
It wasn't positive,
That
but it had
that was a
nothing
Nobody
to
has to
do
positive
be
with her
comment.
positive.
looks.
She
You weren't
fucking
being negative
look
with
at what
that
she was
comment,
doing to
Boston.
Foz.
She didn't have a right to comment on that, Boston.
Look
Of
what
course,
she
I
was
was being
doing to
negative to
Foz.
her, but I wasn't
Okay,
talking
thank
about her
you.
looks.
Okay,
Thank
guys,
you.
can
Your
I please
argument
be
She was
the
just
not talking
calm
about her
collapsed.
look.
Thank
right
you.
now?
Your argument just collapsed. Thank you.
Can I
I
please
just
be the
wanted
calm
you
right now?
to acknowledge that I was not talking about her looks because you said that on a panel with a shit
You
ton of
did talk
people.
about her looks. That you're talking about her pictures.
Okay,
Do you get that?
Oh my
The
god!
quality and
Okay,
how
guys.
old they look. That's what
Wow.
I'm saying. They look like they were from the 90s.
Okay, well, this isn't
That's
just
not
me.
the
Val
looks.
felt
That
the
says
same
nothing
way. Val
about
was
her
the one
looks.
talking about it. She felt the same way.
Right, because people like you and her love to spin narratives.
And
Not
what are
me.
you? What are
Okay,
you,
I
Boston?
call it like I see it.
wait,
I
guys.
comprehend reality, and then I talk about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure. Okay.
okay, everyone, Holly, Boston, Pink, hold on.
Okay.
Someone that I love and respect in this community, whose name starts with an A, reached out to me and asked me to come up here and try and help because it's just getting all crazy right now. And I think Holly, I'm hoping you know who I'm talking about, and probably Pink too, but okay, so what I took from Boston saying that was just kind of not talking about how Val's looks, but saying that maybe she wasn't being honest about stuff. And that's how I kind of took it, because I think Val's beautiful in any and every one of her pictures. And I said that, but that's not the point of what I think Boston's comment was or what my comment was. So there's that.
Thank
And
you.
I
And I
think-
think she's beautiful too, for the record.
Yes, she is. She's beautiful.
Well, Val felt that way. She spoke on it, and I chimed in with what
And-
I said, and I said what I said.
And if she felt that way, I'm sorry that she felt that way, that she felt that her looks were being attacked, because she's beautiful and she shouldn't feel that way. It's not about that. So,
Well, and because she felt that way, she allowed everybody in her chat to talk about my looks and to
Right.
say horrible things about me, and that's not okay.
That's what I was going to say next. I think that a lot of times people try and read between the lines and assume what people are saying, and then either attack or allow others to attack to try and defend how they're feeling about that, when it's not really what anyone meant. There's so much miscommunication between everyone that so many people are getting hurt because of it, when things are just misinterpreted. And this whole conversation right now is a good point of that. I think that Pink and Holly, and when I've been listening to this, a lot of things are being misinterpreted, and everyone just has to be blunt and take people for what they say. I know when Holly says something, she means exactly what she says. And I know when Pink says something, she means what she says. So can we please just talk?
And I'm trying
And-
to, and I've taken accountability for some of the things that I've said that I want to backtrack on. Sue me. Fucking nail me to the cross.
No, I thank you. I even said
Oh, no,
thank you in the
I'm not-
comments.
I'm not directing that like at you, Amber, either. I'm just saying like generally.
I know, but Holly said thank you too when you backtracked on it. So I think the anger is getting amped up because there's hurt feelings, because there is genuine care and emotion in this. It's not like it's just, hey, it's someone I just known online for a little bit. There's genuine care and emotion, and there's genuine hurt. And so that's why each person should be allowed to talk without interrupting, even though the emotions gets heated. And that's what was sent to me in a message is, hey, can you go up there and say, hey, okay, you talk. Okay, you're done. Now you talk. That's the message I got. So I'll try. I don't have that
Hold on,
long
I'm
though,
gonna
because this is like
do one thing.
my night with my fiance.
Somebody's-
So.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
Oh no, I'm
I
still
love you.
here. I just don't have a long time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Tacos has is everyone open minded here? Can we all have an opportunity to say truth things? Yes, tacos, as long as they're truth. Don't have a problem with truth.
Well, that's another thing too, though, Holly, that I took issue with is the fact that you basically said, I don't have any. Well, you started out as saying, like, I would love to talk to Pink and, you know, we can hash out and talk about things. She was wrong. Like, I would talk to her. And then I watched as your chat, these were all people that don't know anything. These are people that are new. Turn you into, well, she doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve this. You're too caring. You're this, that. First of all, Holly's not like a mom to me. She's like an older sister. She's only 15 years older than me. Like, so I get what people were saying with that, because you are very you are very nurturing, and I get that. But it's like they don't want to see resolution at all with me. And that's fine. They can have their opinions. But I sat there and watched people do that. And I think those people need to chime out and they need to pipe down. And I'm sorry to say that. I get that.
These are people that watched you come on my live and discuss things, and then the next day or a day after, up on Val, just talking shit on me. I don't sit here and talk shit on you, Pink. I don't. I mean, I say the truth, but I don't talk shit on you. Okay, you have lied about me. You have said you have misspoken. You have said misrepresented the truth is what you have done. Okay.
And what's that about again? About the R word? Because we already went into all that. So
and about Lindsay, about where I was, you were talking. You act like I'm protecting Lindsay from something. What happened?
Because I feel like you are.
I'm not protecting her. I'm not, just because we're not rehashing something that happened over a year ago.
I don't want you guys to rehash an old wound.
But you're allowing Val to do it.
No, I'm not, because I've seen Lindsay do the same thing to Val that she's done to multiple people in the community. Holly, you know that. You can't deny it.
Videos? Making videos about
No,
her?
Holly, I'm talking about before YouTube. This isn't new for Lindsay. It's not. And I've seen her do the same thing.
No, she's asking what has she done.
What is she doing to Val specifically?
Everything was peachy with everybody. Lindsay got upset with Val over the Kim and Crafton bullshit. That's exactly what it was. Lindsay got mad about it. Okay, whatever. Lindsay, so you're telling me Lindsay didn't get upset with Val about anything?
She did.
A lot of us did.
A lot of people did.
No, Boston. I'm talking about before people in the public even knew. Okay, so all right, that's fine. That's fine.
No.
That's fine. Lindsay got a problem with Val, and then there goes Holly, and there goes Foz and everybody else, and there's another fucking fight, another divide.
Pink, this was not because of Lindsay. How many times do I have to?
Well, Val says otherwise as well. So
but you can watch it. Well, you can't watch it now because she deleted all her videos. But I have told you, and I don't lie, Pink. I do not lie. I told you I disagreed vehemently and publicly with Lindsay about the Kim and Crafton thing. Disagreed with her.
Yeah.
Okay. And with a lot of people in Val's chat, I disagreed with them. I believed that Val had the right to say, right now, while people are hurting, it's too raw, it's too emotional, they haven't apologized. I believed that Kim and Crafton should have stayed out of that channel, because there were people in there that felt it was a safe place. I agreed with Val. Okay, me and Lindsay fought about that. I did not change my mind, and I still haven't changed my mind.
Of course. Okay?
Can I ask you?
So wait, Boston, let me finish.
Sorry.
So it was what she did to Amanda Zananda. That is when I said, well, wait a second. This is supposed to be somebody you're sticking up for. Why are you going so hard for her for wanting her peace within herself? And so I asked Val, Val came on a live after she went hard for Amanda. She came on a live the next day. During the day, I asked her a specific series of questions. She lied to me every single time, and there was proof. And she would never, ever take accountability for what she did. Okay.
And what did she lie about?
Okay, she lied about the fact that Amanda said stuff about her. She did not, Pink. Go find it for me.
I mean,
She
she
did
did
not
say the
say
group thing, and that is Val. So if someone were to say
it,
to
as
me,
she
"Well,
said she
I don't
wanted
want,"
out of all of it.
right? And she
All of
said she
it.
wanted not.
Who the
She said
fuck?
she wanted. She said she wanted nothing to do with so and so's group, and I want nothing to do with TT's group. That's what Amanda said.
That's right. The
And
group, the channel, the
TT's
That's
chat.
because
group
those
is
are the two groups. Those are the
Those
two
are the two
groups that were
groups.
going after her.
okay. Okay, so
So,
that's
and that
And
is her
why.
Amanda
right
had
to say
every
that.
right.
That's her right to say
Because
that.
Val felt hurt by Amanda the same, because they have a
But she
history
didn't
before
feel
any
hurt.
of us came around.
She felt hurt because she misunderstood, which is, I think you also misunderstand a lot of things.
Yeah.
Or
What do you
So
think that I'm misunderstanding?
you're
you
misunderstanding the
misunderstand
whole
quite a bit.
situation.
Okay, well, go ahead and
Boston,
fill me
hold
in
on.
on that.
I'm talking because I told you this before. I told you this before in the last panel, maybe not the last one, maybe the one before. But when I told you why the divide happened, people started to feel unsafe with Val because of what happened with Amanda. People asked me to start coming live and talking, letting them have a place to talk.
And that's
This had
unforgivable for
nothing
you,
to do with
because
Lindsay.
that's
Nothing to do with
unforgivable for you, because Lindsay did the same thing to Courtney and people back in the day, which is on that live, Holly. So even though it's a
what are you
year ago,
talking
it's
about?
the same thing.
What did
What are you
Lindsay
talking
It's
do?
the
about?
same thing. When you guys were all in agreement, you obviously you have not watched that live, Holly. But
I was
anyway,
on
you
it.
guys were all, huh? I know,
The
I
live.
know, but you said you might have to go back and watch clips and things, because you didn't you might have to go back and watch it, because yeah, on there, Lindsay, you guys are all talking about how, and this did happen, I was there too, how Lindsay hurt Courtney by having her up on that polygraphers panel to exploit her, and one of her most disparaging times, when come to find out B had the nudes of ME and all that. Like, what I'm saying is Lindsay did the same thing and hurt people then, and that was forgiven, but you're acting like this is unforgivable of what the big divide was with Val and, I guess, Amanda, and nothing to do with Lindsay.
Can I say something real quick, Holly, before you respond? I would like to know, Pink, are you trying to say that are you trying to say that Lindsay is the reason why 80 plus people decided to no longer support Val?
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm
You're
trying
gonna,
to well,
are
you keep
you
saying,
fucking serious? You guys, I'm jumping
I'm
down.
honestly
I'm sorry,
trying.
Holly, Amber, I'm sorry.
She literally just, that was a legitimate question. Because
I understand what you
she
were asking,
said,
Boston. I do.
she said that Lindsay, we were asking, what do you think Lindsay did to Val? And she's saying that Lindsay had a problem with Kim and Crafton, and I thought she was implying that Lindsay's the reason this all happened.
Well, Lindsay didn't have a problem with Kim and Crafton. That
Or
was the
no,
whole thing.
That's what I
Because-
mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. But
Yeah. But the
what
thing
does she
is,
mean? Are you fucking kidding me? Was I out of line by asking that?
No, I understood your question. I think that Pink is just super defensive for TT right now for some reason. I don't really understand it all, but I completely think that was a fair question, 100%. And I'm trying to be the middle
Sorry.
ground because I love everyone involved. I don't support certain things that are going on, of course, but I love everyone involved. And what I wanted to point out to Pink, and I was hoping she would still be here, is the thing that's misconstrued. First, Lindsay stopped supporting her. And then Holly, because of Amanda Zananda, the same reason why a lot of people stopped supporting her. Even with the Karen Crafton
Yeah.
people stopped supporting her then too. It was like steps. It was different steps. So first it was Kim and Crafton, and then Holly, and with Amanda Zananda, when that happened, that's personally when I stopped supporting her, when I saw that happen. And then Foz was still supporting Val and trying to be a middle ground. And he was still there trying to be friends with both. And then he left after
too,
TT
yeah.
got mad that he was still friends with Holly and Lindsay. So that's the steps of which it happened.
Right. And it wasn't just Lindsay that was upset about the Kim and Crafton thing. It was a lot of us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still genuinely trying to understand what she thinks that Lindsay did to Val. I get it if she thinks like Lindsay's videos about Val,
Can I
like if
speak?
that's what, but she
Can I
told Holly that wasn't it.
Well, of
Yeah,
course,
sorry.
Can
Holly.
I speak? So she says that Lindsay took all these people away from Val, basically. That Lindsay, it
Right.
was Lindsay that everybody decided to follow, but nobody decided to follow anybody. People asked me to start my channel to do this. I didn't ask anybody to follow me, and I didn't ask to lead anybody. People asked me, would you please create a place where we could talk about this openly without
Right.
fear of reprisal, without fear of being told to shut the fuck up, without all of those things. And I said that I would do my very best. I mean, I know I'm not going to do any of those things, but I would do my very best to give them a safe place. I don't think that I could keep it up like Val does, but like I can certainly come, left. But now, where did you guys lose me at? My fucking internet is the dumbest thing in the world.
It was right when I said, I felt bad because it was right when I said, Holly, can I ask her a question real quick before you respond? And then you dropped off.
Oh,
And then I asked her, did you hear my question to her?
no,
And then she said, are you
'cause I was
fucking
talking.
serious? And dropped off.
I
My
was
question to
no, I was
her.
still talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we couldn't hear you. You just dropped. My question to her was, are you saying that 80 plus people left and stopped supporting Val because of Lindsay? Because she was saying that you asked, is it the videos that she's made? And she said no. It was the fact that Lindsay had a problem with the Kim and Crafton thing. And so I said, I was trying to ask, are you implying that like everyone left Val because of Lindsay? Because I was under the impression that a whole bunch of people had a problem with the Kim and Crafton thing. I don't think people are following Lindsay.
No.
But she got really mad that I asked that and asked if I was fucking serious and then dropped off panel.
And the ironic thing is, when I very first came to TT's channel, it was after I somewhat apologized to people from my community, but not in the right way that I should have done. And so it was before I went on panel. Anyway, I went in there and I tried to chat in there, and TT said, basically, if you're not cool with Lindsay and Holly and Foz, and if you don't apologize to them correctly and work things out, then you can't be a part of this community. So to sit there and say that they are such horrible people when she defended them so greatly, and she was right about that, by the way. I needed to talk
Mods,
to them better and work it through better.
thank you.
But
Sorry.
it's okay. But it's really ironic to me. Like, she almost blocked me out of the chat and everything. And, and when she freaked out on Amanda Zananda for having NC on panel, and then that's exactly what she did when that was the whole reason she was mad at her. It's just everything is so opposite. And the fact that people can't see
Amanda,
that
what's
blows my
wrong?
mind.
You best that you don't what? I'm not keeping up with
I
chat,
think
but I just saw a bunch of spam.
she was asking earlier, there was a bunch of stuff that I wish I could have, that I was reading, but I didn't want to interrupt at all. But she was asking if she could come on panel earlier. Also, Foz wanted to know why Pink called him Osama bin Laden.
But Natasha called him.
I want to know why she's cool doubling down on calling him a groomer. And then
yeah, she
can I
called
just
him a groomer.
real quick, I want to address Melissa, not Melissa Jade, but another Melissa who's in here.
I saw it.
You know very well that the reason people feel unsafe on YouTube is because people do go real life. So
exactly.
don't.
But then they'll tell you that you can't be safe with us because we went real life on Mandy.
Right.
That's what they're going to tell you.
Which
They take me.
I gotta go, you
Because
guys. Sorry.
okay,
I'll be in
bye.
chat.
I love you. Thank you for coming
Right.
up.
Love you too.
I'm sorry I got heated. And
It's
I'm
okay.
I'm sorry. I can jump down too, Holly. I
You
did
don't
not.
have to jump down. I like being able to see my background.
She kept.
You accidentally
She just
timed
twists
who out?
things.
You actually timed who out?
Oh, who?
Melissa? Amanda? You better not have. Do you have Butterfingers? Please, Amanda, who did you time out? Lala. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
I did not see that. That's just, I mean, it's just ridiculous talking about the other Melissa, not Melissa Jade. Okay, well, Melissa, you accidentally got timed out. Okay, but it's just a timeout and you can talk in 300 seconds probably. Please
Well,
be very careful, guys. Just please be
she's
very careful.
I know everyone is welcome here, but that Melissa is very much, I've seen her say lots of
I
not
know.
so nice things.
I know.
Hey, Mama knows best.
It's okay. 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 So, Amanda, I'm not going to stay on here very long, but if you would like to come up, you can come up. I don't want you to get heated. I don't want you to get emotional because you've been doing so good. That's because you love me, Jabberjaws. I am answering questions. Go ahead, Tacos.
Tacos keeps
Okay.
asking.
You come up another time, Amanda? He keeps asking about the hate.
And the
I don't
R
hate
word.
anybody. And the
And
R
the-
word.
and the
Well,
R word,
okay,
yeah.
I did address the R word at the very beginning of this live, so you can certainly rewind and hear my thing, but if you have a specific question about it, you can ask me. Okay, go snuggle with your fiance, Amber. But other questions, yeah, I'm answering questions. Go ahead for a little bit. Well, I love you too, Jabberjaws. There is no hate here. There is calling out Val is not hate. Do I dislike Natasha? That's a silly question, Tacos.
I think your answer, Holly,
Is
if I could
pie?
speak for you, is pie.
That's so silly. A cake is just a big cupcake. So I definitely like pie better than I like pie. That's my answer, pie.
I feel like cupcakes are different. I feel like they have a different texture than cake. They're like lighter.
Yeah, that's true. But I do really like, hi, Christy. I do really like, and hi, Glitter Fighter, I missed you. I will tell you, if I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, it would be tacos.
Yeah, I love tacos. I don't know if that would be my one food, but tacos are great. Ray of Sunshine, I don't know.
I don't know either, Ray. That was going to be my next question. My next question was going to be to ask her what her goal is. What is her end goal in all of this? What is her purpose? Is it just to drive a wedge in our community for some reason? She clearly does not understand what is going on. Same here, fucking tacos. You can make any kind of taco, so it's like the perfect food to eat forever for the rest of your life. Because you can make like lengua and cabeza and el pastor and carne asada and Taco Bell tacos. You can put all sorts of shit on them. It's gonna be great.
Delaney, I think that NC made that comment, and then from what I'm hearing, Pink reiterated it or agreed with it.
Tacos, I like my eggs over easy or scrambled. You're not giving, see, you're asking questions that are very strange because like eggs so many different ways.
Yeah.
But I appreciate your attempt to like distract and lighten the mood here. That's very nice. That's exactly off grid. Exactly.
Oh,
she lost.
Sorry. Because of her behavior. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got a little frustrated because it felt to me, that's what I was trying to ask Pink to get her to clarify. Because to me, it sounded like she was trying to say, like, Lindsay's the reason everyone left or that this all happened. And that was almost insulting to me because I stuck in there for a very long time trying to make peace. And I was upset with all of those things that had happened, but I tried to stay there and make peace and help her because I did care about her at one point when I thought she was who I thought she was. Apparently she's not. But then it's also insulting to all the other people who have minds of their own and decided to leave when they saw her behavior changing.
Hold
But
on,
if that's
hold
not
on.
what she meant, I just wanted her to clarify it. So
Yes, to the moon and back. Let me get the link for you. I would like to see. Here's the thing that is for me right now with her is there's well, yeah, and they took it out of context, though that it's not ever good to say that word, but they did take it out of context to make it say I was. It almost sounded like I was calling someone that, and I did apologize very profusely for that. I felt horrible about it. The people know me; they know that that's not me. And Pink even did say that she knew that that was not me. I know. I saw Jabberjazz. I'm getting it. I'm getting her the link. I got her the link.
I have a total. I have a theory. Are we allowed to talk about theories? It is not gossip.
What kind of theory?
Hey, girl.
Theories on tacos?
Hi to the moon. I have a theory about what happened today because I'm reading chat and the whole breaking news thing where that person came in and interrupted Val's live and then she ended her live to go to Natasha's channel. The breaking news was that Kim and Crafton were gonna go after Siren, apparently.
Oh my God.
Kim and Crafton are in here saying that's not true. Today was the first they heard of that. Now I'm starting to wonder if maybe Natasha just did that to get her people off of TT's live and to see what TT would do. I wouldn't put it past her. Chat and Boston keep talking about me, so let me up if you'd like.
Really quick, I have one question and then I'm gonna hop down.
Okay.
My question is whatever may or may have not happened or what has been out. I mean, obviously I've seen you guys refute many things that you guys been accused of and come with proof and receipts. My question is this was a while back. All of it has been a while back. It has nothing to do with Val. My question is why does that justify anything that's going on right now? It's almost irrelevant to a lot of us that are just sitting here watching you guys be drugged and harassed and, you know, just slandered and doxxed. And I mean, it goes on and on. I mean, what does that have anything to do? There's no justifying what Pink's doing. There's no justifying what Val's doing. There's no justifying, of course, what Natasha's doing. She's just in it to, you know, do what she does.
Well, Natasha's orchestrating all this. It's divide and conquer. TT will have nobody to her when Natasha finally pulls her support. She did this on purpose.
Oh yeah, no, that I agree with.
She literally went back on everything she promised those people.
Yeah.
So Pink, I put the link in chat, but I don't know what call in means.
I agree with you to the moon, though. There's no justifying this at all. And there's no justification for their reactions and actions.
This is just a problem because this is really, I mean, this is affecting people's real lives. I mean, I know that, you know, people are upset and there's no reason for this. It's just ridiculous. It's disgusting and it's sad.
Yeah. And the crux, like if you boil it all down, Val did some shitty things. People disagreed with it. They decided to part ways and she couldn't handle that. So she flipped out and
so now Holly, Lindsay, and Foz are her
targets because she'd have no content, right? because her and Natasha made up. So obviously she needs some targets.
And
now
Holly,
she's
Lindsay, Foz, I am so sorry
Pink,
this
there's
is
the link.
happening to you. It's
It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm
It's
glad
people
that you're
I can
fine.
take it. It's people that I love that
I know.
are being like there's people that I love that Pink, you listen to this, tell this to Val. There are people that I love that feel very, very not okay with what you did, what you've been doing. So you can fucking expose me. You got something against me, okay, but it had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with any of this. Nothing to do with the fallout. Leave them alone. Leave them out of it. Don't even Natasha knows how to redact shit. Fucking A. You don't know how to redact anything. You talk about us like being in a private chat to get Mandy help, but you doxed her full fucking address and her sister's name.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw that. It was like, whoa.
good.
That's really all I wanted to
Good, Christy
say.
Murphy. I'm gonna pin this up. It has nothing to do with what's going on right now. I'm very, very happy to hear that. Very, very happy to hear that. I know it's like a big long story, but her little girl had
that's awesome.
had cancer and had a bone marrow transplant and rang the report has been
Oh,
removed
that's
next week. That's awesome.
awesome.
It's really
That is
That's
a beautiful
awesome.
thing. Well, that brings light to tonight. That's awesome to hear.
yeah.
See, that's what
So
life is about. Life isn't about this cruel shit.
Mm-hmm.
Life is about that right there. Things like that.
all right.
100%.
Love. Amber,
That's a good
I'm gonna go
reminder.
to you. Love reigns, girl. Love reigns. With that being said, I'll hop off, Holly.
Okay, thank you for coming up.
I love
Yeah,
you. You're a
absolutely.
sweetheart. You always have the
Bye,
right
best
words.
I love your picture too.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize my YouTube was playing my phone and I was hearing something and I'm like, what the hell is that? It was me talking. So
I guess
Melissa
Pink
Hawk
doesn't
said,
want to come up again.
I guess she doesn't want to come up again. The issue is that when you see people saying things that you know aren't true about Holly, Foz, and Lindsay, you don't state that when it's happening. I don't know why, but that's what's happening. But also, Natasha Cooper, go look her up. True Crime with Natasha Cooper or Recline with Natasha. So there's no hate here, Taco. There's no hate here from me. There's calling out people, but I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. Yeah, it's probably for the best, and I understand that. I mean, I don't get why I had that conversation with her on live the other night, and I explained to her what happened, right? But she's still saying, well, that's not what Val says. But I know what the fuck happened. I know why I left. So how can you take Val's word over mine, right?
And
How
and
can
you've continued to tell her.
Yeah. But then she's like, well, that's not what Val said. Well, okay, but Val says her opinion of what happened, but Val isn't inside my fucking head, right? I'm the one that knows. Thank you, Life Off Grid. And I know that I'm not perfect. I'm not fucking perfect. Far from it. Far from perfect. I have said some things and probably done some things, but in my past, but I'm telling you, the last 4 years of my life, I have become the kind of person that I always tried to become, just in general, like feeling I don't feel shame for my actions. I don't ever have guilt over things that I've done. And if I do, the guilt eats me alive. I will not let it stand. I will resolve it somehow, and I try to be a good person. But I also I won't stand by when people are really shitty to other people. I'm a very nurturing person. I feel like I need to be everybody's mom, and which is probably why some of my friends think I did like maybe I'm a little too much, but um, but uh, but well, yeah, I love puppy cuddles, but I want people to be I want people to feel safe. And when that Melissa person was saying, "What do you mean unsafe? You can just hit the X," you know,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I get it. I get what you're saying. But some people are hold on just a second. Some people are this is their community. Some people find community here. Some people find a and then when they feel like, "Oh God, I can't even go somewhere and chat because I can't even chat because I'm going to be targeted and I'm going to be like humiliated and stuff like that, or I'm going to be
Or
told to shut the
censored.
fuck up." Or
Yeah.
censored or told to shut the fuck up if I have an opinion. I mean, you guys look at it. Look at she let Natasha up on panel and it was immediate. It was immediate. It wasn't even like it wasn't even like, okay, well, let's hear what she has to say. You know, people, you can ask questions, be respectful, because I do believe in being respectful, right? Be respectful, what have you. Could have said whatever. I mean, even though I wasn't really respectful, I was not respectful for Natasha on Amanda's live, but that felt so fucking good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. That felt so good because she is a horrible, horrible person. Natasha took over. Natasha has not stopped being in control of that channel since that night. She is completely in control of Val. Val would jump. I bet you anything. Val could be having like an interview with fucking Brian Laundrie, and Natasha would say, "Stop your live. I'm going live about Kim and Crafton," and she'd fucking stop her live. Like I swear to God, Val would like not that Val would ever do anything like that.
No, I feel the same. I get that same vibe that like she and it's gonna bite her so hard in the ass because I'm sure that she's, sharing stuff with Natasha and Natasha's gonna gain her trust. And I think she probably already trusts her. And Natasha's gonna freaking flip on her. And she's gonna have no one because all of her friends and the people who actually did care about her and what she was doing
They're gone.
are
Yeah.
gone. And she did that. People didn't fold, like she likes to say. Her own actions and the way she treated people and the decisions she was making and not take. I know I gave her so much advice. I know of so many people that tried to give her advice and tried to give her help because they genuinely cared about her and the channel and the community. So,
Yeah.
and that's all gone. And that was her choice. And she's going to have to live with that now.
Yep, that's right. Tacos. I'm gonna come live tomorrow. It's late for me. I'm not getting like lots of sleep, and I would love to have some intelligent conversation with you. If you would like to come up tomorrow night, I would gladly have you. And you can ask questions, and you can give me examples now, and I'll tell you that. But if it's, I mean, I like having conversation, but I also want to talk about what's going on in this community too. Yes, she is also a socially opportunistic predator, but she's not very good at it to the moon and back. She's not very good at it because she really did the wrong thing in this case. She thought that she was going to have that she was going to grow this big, big following, and because of going after Natasha. But then why did she change? Why did she change?
Yeah, I don't know.
But is she getting
Because
super chats?
I do
Is she
know.
getting super chats?
I haven't noticed that. No, I don't think so. But I do know why she changed. She changed because she decided to double down, be stubborn, be hard-headed, be prideful, uh, and she was angry that people weren't just accepting her standard apology and moving on. And the reason people weren't moving on and couldn't accept her apologies, even when she apologized over and over again, is because she kept doing the same behaviors. She kept doing things over and over again that people just couldn't stand by.
Yeah. And doubling down on it.
And KM, I'm sorry that people were maybe coming at you, but I think you know probably why they were. You've heard a lot of people. And I'm not saying you're not welcome here. This is Holly's channel. Anyone can be here, but I'm just not quite sure why you are here. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean that like genuinely. I don't understand why you're here, because I know how you feel about me and some people in this chat.
Nonsensical questions like the hat. Well, you can ask those in chat for sure. I don't think that's what I want to do with my panel right this moment, but or maybe even anytime soon. But you can certainly have nonsensical questions in chat. People love it, and we'll probably answer them.
Well, what is a hat? Can you describe a hat?
Yeah, tacos. What is a hat? Describe a hat. She doesn't show her numbers on her first channel anymore either, Gladys. Probably because she's lost people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if you go under 1,000, do you lose your community tab?
I don't know. That's a good question. KM is keeping it real with KM. Okay, well, that's good to know, KM. Last we spoke, you really didn't like me, but it's been a while.
Well, you guys should discuss that privately if there's something to discuss.
Sorry, I just saw people in the chat were kind of fighting with her.
We're not, but I mean, as long as they're being respecting her names, they can certainly speak their mind. I don't have somebody has a community tab and doesn't have 1,000. What?
Tell us that magic.
How do you have a community tab? Does it have to do with watch hours? Did you have 1,000 people? Did you get an email about your community tab? I want a community tab.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it happened. Well, that's not helpful.
I am jealous as fuck. I want a community tab so bad.
Thank you, that girl. That's good to know.
I don't have one, Momo.
You should have one. Community tab is 500 now. You should have one. What? I think we need to email Google, Holly, or YouTube.
I think so too. How do I check if I have one? I mean, it should be right there on my thing, and I do not have a community tab.
You're at 600?
Yeah.
Wow. Like I checked, I think last night, and it was like 560 or something. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone
600.
subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
It makes me happy. I just want the community tab.
Yeah.
I was 500 5 days ago.
We got an email, I believe. Let me see. Maybe they're rolling it out slowly, like TikTok does sometimes with their features.
And it will just happen on its own.
Yeah, email. I said to you, yeah, I've been busy, Gladys. Remember when she said she was going to go downtown and ask people to subscribe to you? She's so sweet.
Sorry.
Gladys just said, Gladys just said, I haven't gone downtown to ask people to sub to you yet. I've been busy. Remember when she said that the other day?
Yeah, seriously, get people to sub to me.
Has announced it on Twitter not long ago. Interesting. Yeah, so it looks like it's a rollout. It's a new thing. YouTube just rolled it out, the Dark Magician said. Holly, press
I'm
the
sorry. I'm reading a. I don't know.
Foz,
I
figure
don't
this
know.
out for her.
Fox told me to check chat, and I don't know what chat he wants me to check, but that was pretty funny what I did.
What'd you do?
Unlock the community. You'll need more than 500 subscribers. A requirement. YouTube will make the tab available to more creators. Where's my community tab?
I feel like Foz can figure this out for you. 1 week after getting 500 subs, you'll get the tab soon.
Oh, in 2 days? I'm so excited.
Woohoo! Zero behavior analyzed. Period. Yep. Life off the grid. Exactly. That's all I was trying to figure out if Pink was implying that people had left because of Lindsay. I wasn't trying to upset her with that question. I just wanted that clarity. Hit the plus sign and see if you can make a post.
The
Do you see a plus
sign on.
sign?
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me see. The plus sign, like where it says, nope, it says upload video, create short, go live.
Yeah, Foz says you don't have it yet.
Look
He
at
checked.
Foz like sneaking his way into my damn. Foz is my channel owner. Just so you know.
I thought it was funny on his live the other night when I was like, "Oh, you have the same background that Holly has?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, it's the
Oops.
same." And then he changed the little thumbnail to your picture. It was like magic.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same StreamYard. We use the same StreamYard,
Yeah.
and we use that a little bit of something about how much I trust Foz. You know, and we trust each other.
Yeah.
So
That's a
don't think
solid
he's-
friendship right there.
Yeah, and so he made my channel for me. I mean, I have my other little channel, which just got like just my personal channel, which literally had 14 people on it. Now it has 20. But it was just for chatting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't go live on it. Well, I mean, I went live on it once on accident, but that was on accident. I mean, it wasn't on accident. I was trying to test something. I'll get it any day. As soon as I get it, someone message. As soon as somebody sees it, if I don't see it first, message me and tell me.
Okay, I
Okay?
will. I can't wait for
Okay.
your first one. I'm excited. What are you going to post?
I don't know.
You should start planning.
I know. I should make a big one.
Yes. Can everyone please send good vibes to Lindsay? I don't know where
Yeah,
she's
send
at.
good vibes. Love to Lindsay.
What this means? Do you not know what this means? Serendipity.
It's like kind of like things that happen in a by chance, and events that happen like by chance in a really good way.
It's a movie with Sandra Bullock, I think.
And hot chocolate, frozen hot chocolate.
Meant to happen. We know all of our teammates will never share who we are, and that is some you don't get every day. Yep. Amen.
This word
Dear terms
appears
and
in
service.
numerous lists of untranslatable words and is a mystery for non-native speakers of English. It refers to a happy and unexpected discovery or event. Yeah. How serendipitous. How serendipitous that I came into this community and met so many amazing people.
Yep. I agree. It's very serendipitous.
Look at all the good vibes for Lindsay.
Aww.
Love and light to Lindsay.
Gladys thinks
I
that
love
your
Gladys and Boston. Maybe I'm gonna make a community post of like my girl crush YouTube girl crushes.
Who's your YouTube girl crushes?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you until I get a community post.
Oh, that's exciting.
I have a girl. No, I wouldn't do that because I would leave somebody off unintentionally and hurt somebody's feeling. I have a girl crush on all of you.
Aw.
On all of you. Yes.
We have a girl crush on you too. I am speaking for everyone.
Yeah, everybody has a girl crush. Yeah, I have a girl crush on Mel Hawks, and Ray of Sunshine and Gladys and Boston Koozie and Melissa Jade. Everybody. I got big old crushes on all the girls.
To the Moon, Mama Knows
Mama knows
Best.
best.
Is Harry Sack a
Yes.
girl?
Psych. No, Harry Sack is not a girl. Harry
Oh,
Sack is definitely a Harry Sack.
I love that username.
Well, Life Off the Grid, they said it's 500 now. And like just like a few days ago, they changed it to 500 like 4 days ago. So I should have gotten one because I was 500 5 days ago. So
Well, a week's probably 7. Oh, yeah. Well, if they changed it 4 days ago and it's a week since you've had 500, then you only have 2 days, right?
I hope so. Gobbledygook. Oh, look at.
Hmm.
Do I got Aunt Lala? Aunt Lala, you're up.
I think that
I'm an
means
old
you've
girl too,
made it.
baby. When I get spam,
Yeah, with the porn
Lala,
sites.
Foz, Tiffany, Karma Police, anybody, Boston. Can
Do
you?
you need
Can
to
you?
hop down?
I can do it. Okay, I think somebody got it. You don't have to hop down. I'm gonna get on my YouTube. It's okay. Ooh, somebody got it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did Val, DTOS, you asked Val to change her email? What did she say?
She refused. Thank you, Foz. Good wrenches, guys.
Gobbledygook.
Oh, okay. It's gone before I even see it. Thank you.
Hey, Hizzle Dizzle.
Hello, Miss Heather Dizzle.
It's gone before you even see it. If there's a channel, I
So
forget.
tacos, I think that you should probably submit some questions for Melissa's trivia night. We would never be able
Yeah.
to answer them because you have but you would be able to give like details. She blocked you? She blocked you for asking her to change her email? That's crazy.
Wow. And I agree. I really hope Lindsay gets her channel back. I'm not sure what's going on with all that. But she had some awesome videos.
She had one of the most powerful videos on YouTube I think I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The church one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that fucking made Natasha lose her mind.
I know. I
That was
remember
great.
watching, she was playing it on her channel to like be outraged and to show people like how outrageous it is. And in my mind, I was like, this is great that she's playing it on our channel because maybe a few people in the chat will look at it and be like, and have that light bulb moment like, yeah, this is all
Yeah,
true.
I don't think anybody did. They were all, it's sick. That's disgusting.
Merchants don't say I have zero clue what I'm doing.
Oh, that's okay. You'll learn. You'll learn.
You didn't do anything wrong. She was deflecting, Boston. Who are you talking about? Life Off the Grid?
That's not nice, Cooper Slanish. Please be respectful. I'm like,
I'm a hog.
Nudistortion? Did I say that right? Nudistortion?
Why are people coming after me?
It's just people being mean. Don't worry about it. Just don't. Really do not take it personally. People are just jerks. What did you do today, Miss Heather Dizzle?
They are. Yes, I'd like to know what you
there's-
did today, Heather.
What did DTOS say about TT? Hold on. I read that they blocked. And I said, friendly question, did you change your email yet? We would really appreciate it, and blocked. Oh, God. Who deflected? Gladys, who deflected?
You deflected.
I don't know. It's not for me if it doesn't say out Holly, so
Scary movie.
If you want for me, if you want for me to know you're talking to me, tacos, remember to put at Holly so that I know you're talking to me.
And if you're talking to me, remember to put at Hog.
Wait, but your name gives Holly a full bar? What's that mean? What does that mean? Your name gives Holly a full bar.
A
Does that
fur
mean it
ball.
gives me a boner?
No,
Is
a
it a
fur
full?
ball, like
Oh
when
my
cats
god! I
have a
thought it
fur
said
ball.
full bar. What the fuck is wrong with me? I was like,
You're
like,
going off
I
about
mean
boner.
boner. Does that mean it gives me a boner, Tiffany?
I see where your mind's at.
Fur ball. Okay.
Boston Koozie.
You can see where I got a little dyslexic there, right? Full bar. Like I just read those two words backwards. Instead of fur ball for full bar. Right? You get it,
full
right?
bar. Yeah. You mix the letters up.
Yeah, I mixed the letters.
She's deflecting. Boston. I'm deflecting?
Who,
No, Gladys wouldn't say that
wait,
about me.
who's Oh,
I think maybe
Gladys
they're
is
saying
behind. I think Gladys
yeah,
might be
she might be
behind in the
saying
video.
maybe Pink is deflecting.
She might be behind in the video.
I'll give
Somebody-
you all.
You give me a fucking full bar. That's right.
TT's deflect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's lots of deflection happening. I mean, it's like a pinball machine.
No, she's saying it's TT. TT always deflects. I mean, there's like deflection is like I didn't realize how many people fucking deflect. It's pretty crazy.
Hit the live button.
No, she's
Boston. Read my
he's
comment.
talking about Gladys is talking about TT. When is Val not deflecting? Right. What the fuck?
Oh, thank you, Listen Peeps. You've been very, very sweet to me tonight, and I really appreciate some of the things you've said. Listen Peeps, it has made me feel a lot better. So thank you.
Hey, Tacos, do you know what the fear of the number 666 is called? Done that so many times, Melhawks. People are, and you're just like talking to them, and they're like, "What the fuck?" We've been talking like we didn't talk about that like that was an hour ago, and I'm like, "Oh shit."
All right, are you gonna try to pronounce that word?
No, because that's I have a fear of failure.
I'm gonna try it. Is it
Okay.
Cacoraphiophobia? Cacoraphiophobia. 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 Yeah, I think that's it.
Who's a brown noser? Lala. That's
Listen,
right.
Peeps. listen,
Look
Peeps
at
is
that
being a brown
word.
noser. No, they're
Look
being
at that
very.
word. Look at Taco's words.
Oh,
there.
goodness.
That is
Hexacosio. Hexacosio.
hexacois. I don't know how, but I have that.
Yeah, phobia. Yeah, me too. I have all the phobias, man. I really am. I'm a hypochondriac.
Do you guys have weird fears? Like weird fears that are like not normal? I mean, I have irrational fears, but I have like really, really wildly irrational fears.
I have a weird fear. Like it's very weird. You know how, and it's different. You know how people say like they don't like I'm a picky eater. There's foods I don't like. But this is different. I have an irrational fear of onion. Like if someone put an onion on me, like I'd probably freak out.
So just like an onion? Just an onion?
No. It has to be cut. Like not like if it was a whole onion, I could even probably pick it up. Maybe I don't know. Like I'm getting. I probably couldn't pick it up. Like I've got a really weird fear of onions.
I have a weird fear of powdered detergent. Yes, to the moon and back. And it doesn't scare me so much seeing it, like you just type it there when it comes up in weird things like you're like at a grocery store or something like that. That's when it really bothers me. But yeah, I have a fear of powdered detergent. I don't know what it is.
That's
It's
really
very
weird.
crazy. I even, the little pods, the Tide pods or
Yeah.
or dishwasher pods. So even those are difficult for me, even though they're encased in plastic, because sometimes when you're getting to the bottom of the thing, they stick together and you
Mm-hmm.
pull them apart and they break open. I can't.
Oh, that's weird. But like, so do you
Yeah.
fear other forms of powder or just
No,
detergent?
just powder detergent,
Oh,
laundry
that's
or dish,
interesting.
just those,
What is
and gummy worms
and gummy worms?
or any gummy candy. I hate, or not gummy worms,
Hmm.
gummy bears especially, but any gummy candy freaks me out.
Hmm. Yeah, I have gummies every day. Special
Yeah.
gummies.
Well, yeah, I know I can't stand dementophobia.
I
Gosh,
want to
Tacos knows
know.
all about all the fears.
Well, Heather has
That's right, Miss Heather.
trypophobia. What's that?
What is it?
Trypophobia, or am I saying it wrong? Trypophobia.
Trypophobia? I don't know what
What
that
is
is.
that, Heather? And then
But yes, if my total was 666, I would say, man, I get something else. Can I please buy something else?
yeah,
Like
same.
seriously.
Yeah, I have a lot of superstitions, so I wouldn't necessarily put those in the fear category. I have a lot of I knock on wood all the time. I'm
I do
afraid
not
of
fear death.
small holes. Oh, so I bet you had an issue with that. What was that season of American Horror Story where Sarah Paulson had that same fear? I bet you couldn't even watch that.
Well, I never knew about that one. So honeycombs, beehives,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
Lotus pods, honey. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I heard about that from American Horror Story. Tiffany, yeah, I do too. I knock on wood all the time. And said that they have a
No,
fear.
slap.
I can't
You
make
gotta
that same sound.
make the hand motion.
I'm doing
There
it.
you go. Make the hand motion while you're saying it, and it helps.
Has a fear of sunken ships.
Oh, that's weird. That's interesting. How do you even be fear a sunken ship? You would never know. But I like you. Oh my God, I can't. It's really hard for me to handle raw chicken, just in general. Just I don't know why. Like it's hard for me to handle just raw chicken. Raw any other meat I'm not
Yeah,
so bad about, but raw chicken is just ugh,
I
ugh.
agree. I even looking at it, because I'm
Gladys,
fine with
same.
hamburger or steak. Like raw steak doesn't creep me out, but
Yeah,
raw chicken is creepy.
I know that. I know about Vanta Black. They made a paint with it. Um, Gladys, I like doing laundry. I fear putting it away. But my biggest fear, my very, very biggest fear, probably heights is a very debilitating for me, is just feeling afraid. The feeling of feeling afraid,
Yeah,
the feeling of fear, that feeling terrifies me.
yeah.
Like I will get a panic attack just from the idea that I might be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was walking my dog. Why should I ever be afraid? And it was kind of foggy, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning because I get up so damn early, and we were up on the main street, and it was real foggy, like street lamps and stuff, kind of foggy. Not, I mean, it was pretty foggy, but I could see like a figure, like up by this where the bus stop is. So probably they were waiting for the bus. You know what I mean? And they weren't like, it was just, it freaked me the fuck out. And
Yeah.
I felt like this whole oh my God, I felt like I was going to vomit. And it was just like, I mean, my heart was like, I was sure I was going to die. And I
Ugh.
was just like, I was sure that and they were a ways away, so it was irrational. But I mean, and I normally don't feel that way when I see a person, but it was just the whole, it just was creepy, and like I just got the fuck out of there.
So I take
I
it
don't
you're
like
not
it.
going to do the haunted, but didn't you say you were going to do the haunted house?
Yeah.
But that doesn't creep you out? Like reading the description kind of made me have second thoughts about that.
No, because I can control, and I know nothing's going to happen to me.
Yeah, that's true.
That really could have been a murderer out there. It really could have been. I mean, it wasn't, and probably wasn't, but it could have been.
Yeah,
Nobody's going to murder me through my computer screen, I don't think.
that's true.
So, I mean,
Hey, Joey.
oh my God, Lisa Lee, that would be terrible. Hi, Joey.
I hope
I
you're
hope
doing
you're
good,
feeling better,
sweetie.
Joey.
Yeah. I fear public toilet doors opening while sat on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sucks.
panic attacks are scary. I have panic attacks, and that probably scares me more than anything. For me, like I'll be driving and I'll start thinking like I wouldn't have any reason to be, I know panic attacks don't come for no reason, like they just show up randomly, but I'll be driving and I'll have a fear that I'm going to have a panic attack while driving
While
and not
driving.
be like on the highway. Like it only
Mhm.
happens on the highway, and I have a fear that I like won't be able. When's the next exit going to be? If I pull over on the side of the road, I'm going to get hit. Like all those scenarios go through my head. So a fear of fear.
Yeah, and I have a very, very, very strong fear of heights, like a very, very like almost crippling fear of heights. So like I can't walk up any stairs that are metal gridded, you know what I mean? And I can go
Yeah.
like one floor. I could go up one floor, but I can't go up any if I could hurt myself from the fall, I can't go up that. If I and I
So
can't
like
I really don't like
lighthouses are out for you.
Oh,
I'm
no,
assuming.
lighthouses are out. Like, if it's on the outside, like
Yeah.
if it were the staircase was inside, I could go up. Glass elevators, no. Fuck no. Fuck no. I already don't like elevators, but glass elevators are like the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But also driving around lakes, not over bodies of water like to the moon's head, but driving. I mean, I don't like driving over bridges over water. It's not so bad, but for some reason, driving around bodies of water, like the road is right around them, like because I
Interesting.
feel like a
Like a
bridge
pond, like driving around a pond.
or a lake or like next to a river that's close. Yeah, but it's not like I feel like a bridge, you would really have to do something most bridges over big bodies of water, you would really have to do something really fucking crazy to like go flying off that bridge, right? So some of the bodies of waters, what I'm talking about is like it's like the road and then there's the edge of the road and then the water,
Yeah.
but there's like usually a little guardrail. That like
Yeah, yeah.
scares me, but also I'm going to tell you guys all of it. Also, driving underneath train trestles. Do you guys have train trestles where you live? No, Mel Hawks. Thank you. I'm good.
What's it? I don't know.
A
Is that
train
like a
trestle?
bridge that a train
Like
goes
it's a bridge that a train
over?
goes over? Like
Yeah,
a road
yeah.
goes under?
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking
Right next
no
to my house.
way.
Or right
Oh
down
my
the
God.
street.
I used to have to drive under one all the time. And if there was a train on it, I would have to stop and wait for the train to pass. I cannot, if there's
Oh.
a train going over one of those, and I think it's because I just have a fear that the train is going to derail right there
Yeah, yeah.
and just fall on my car. Maybe. I don't know. It's weird.
Anytime I drive under a bridge, I get freaked out. I don't have a problem being on a bridge, but under a bridge, I do. You would hate it. Like right down the street from my house, where I have to go pick my brother up from work like almost every day. And so I drive down the street, and then there's a stoplight, but you're under a bridge. There's always traffic. And so you always have to stop under the bridge. And the bridge
Yeah.
is half of it's highway and half of it's the commuter rail train.
So is
So
it
you'll
really
hear the
loud?
train. Oh yeah, it's super loud. It only happens like maybe once a month because it's, the timing. If I leave at a certain time, I'm gonna hit it. Because it's not a super long train. It's just the commuter rail. But whenever that happens, I just turn my music up super loud. But and it's a sturdy bridge. it's just creepy. But I'm thinking about you talking about bridges and heights. There's a place in Colorado, because I grew up in Colorado, and there's a place we used to go all the time. And like anytime someone from our family on the East Coast came to visit us, we'd bring them there. It's called the Royal Gorge, and it's
Okay.
stunning. But it's basically just like a gorge, like a huge 2 pieces of land and a huge divide, and then a river. I think it's the Colorado River is running through it, and people do like whitewater rafting through it and stuff. But it's so high up, and there's a bridge that they built like in the 1800s, and it's the same bridge. And you walk across
Ugh.
it or drive across it, and you can see there's probably, I would say, 2-inch spaces between each plank of wood. It's you would freak out. And
Yes,
my
Kit Kat.
parents they had like an old Western town on the other side of the bridge. And so when family members and stuff would come to visit, my parents were so afraid of heights that they'd stay on one side and I'd walk my cousins or my aunts or whatever over to the other side because my parents couldn't do it.
I wouldn't
I
be
live
able
in
to do
Colorado.
it.
I've never
No
walked
way.
over that. Gladys, yeah, I know you live in Colorado, so you know what I'm talking about. I've never walked over that effing bridge. You can see it move. Exactly.
That I couldn't do it. We have a bridge here that was called, they called it Galloping Gertie. It was the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, and there was an earthquake. There was an earthquake once, and there's video of it fucking like bounce, like, I mean, it looks like a snake. It's great. It's a big fucking ass bridge that goes across a big, large body of water. And the earthquake was, or maybe it was was it the wind or was it an earthquake? I can't remember. It's way back, like black and white film photo, right? You can watch it. It's like waving like the water. It's so crazy. I don't ever want to go on that bridge. They rebuilt it but I
What's it
don't ever
called?
want to go on that bridge. I think it's called the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, or you could call it. They called it Galloping Gertie when it happened. You can look it up on
Yeah.
if you look it up on YouTube, it'll show you some Galloping
Are there a
Gertie.
lot Galloping Gertie? I'll look it up. Are there a lot of bridges in Washington? Because I lived in Portland, Oregon for some time, and there were so many bridges.
Yeah, because we have a lot of weird little
Inlets?
peninsulas and stuff and
Yeah.
inlets that need So yeah, it's called it. Yeah, you just Galloping Gertie, the collapse of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. It shows you that, but then it just is crazy. But it's still, even to this day, it's still, when the wind is really going, you can still feel it moving. It's
Can you
crazy.
send me, because I have such a horrible short-term memory, can you send me, because
A
I
link?
can't leave the chat, or just like message Galloping Gertie so I'll remember to go
Yeah.
look it up. Thank you. Unfortunately, I followed while sitting still.
Or maybe it was just the wind. Maybe it wasn't even a earthquake. It's crazy though.
Yeah, that's like this bridge in Colorado. Like you can see it moving, like swaying a little bit. And you can
Yeah.
feel it too when you're on it. You can like feel, but it's just creepy because you'll be walking and then a car will be driving next to you. And in your mind, you're like, how is this not? There is a vehicle next to me and like 80 plus people walking across the bridge. How is this not falling?
Yeah.
And so many people died making it too.
Yeah. So anyways, you guys, like, I love talking to you guys. Oh my God. Dharma, you tell him to get a new one. That is terrible.
I missed it.
She said her fiance or husband, her man, her Dharma, her Greg to her Dharma is his bar license ends in 666.
Oh yeah, get a new one.
Yes, Life Off the Grid. I do not know. I cannot tell you how to get it. other than you just have to know somebody that can get it for you. I would just start researching it, and I bet you um, you would run into some forums or something where you could find someone, and basically it's just psilocybins, and it's like very small doses. Um, yes, Gladys, go take your choke cherry gummies. I am just going with point 0.12
Have you started?
milligrams. I did one on Tuesday, and then the person that did it recommended I take a few days off, take one, take a few days off, take another, and then like kind of
How was
building up from there.
Tuesday? You were supposed to
Um,
update us.
it was fine. There's really no difference. I think you have to get a kind of a rhythm going. I didn't
Yeah.
notice any difference. I might take 2. We'll
Be
see.
care-
I might just
One
take the whole bottle and just trip my balls.
one of my friends was doing that process, and she said the same thing. She's like, "Well, I didn't really feel anything." So like the next time she did it, she took more. She said she almost fell down her stairs. So just be careful,
Oh
because she said
man, I've
it really
taken so
sneaks
many.
up. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I've taken so much. I know.
So
I've done
you know what
mushrooms.
to
I've
expect.
done
Yeah.
mushrooms to not microdose. Like I've done mushrooms in abundance. So yeah, I know what it
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah. So good, Heather.
So-
Have you seen that, Holly?
no, not yet.
Oh, it's basically about microdosing.
Okay.
It's so well. That's really not what it's about, but that's
Love you,
heavily
love
part of the theme.
Rains.
It's really good. Good show, Heather. Love you, Love Rains.
Yes, it is supposed to help with depression, and I can see why it would, because after I do mushrooms, I feel great for days. Maybe a little tired the next day, but great for days. So yeah, it's getting legal in some places. So
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, that was a bit of a spoiler alert. Edit the live out of me saying that show is about microdosing.
there are 3 guys on a boat and they have 4 cigarettes, but nothing to light them with. What do? They wait till they get to shore, I guess.
There's 3 guys and they have 4 cigarettes, but nothing to light them with. What do they do? I don't know, but that made me want a cigarette.
This
3
I
guys
don't
on a
use
boat.
it. They throw 1 cigarette overboard and the board becomes a cigarette lighter. Oh my god. That's Do you guys get it?
No.
It becomes 1 cigarette lighter. If you throw one of them off the board, this
Oh,
boat becomes a
a
cigarette
cigarette
lighter.
lighter.
Thank you, Taco. Thank you, Taco. It becomes it's 1 cigarette lighter, but
Oh, that's really funny.
It was really.
That took me a minute though.
I do believe that they are trying to legalize it, yes. Or
Joey, like,
decriminalize it at least.
if the boat was heavy with 4 cigarettes and 1 cigarette got thrown overboard, the boat would be
a
1
cigarette lighter.
cigarette lighter.
1 cigarette lighter, so a cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
That was so bad it was good.
Yeah, but dumb. What? Wait, what are you? What you say they are legalizing mushrooms?
Still don't get it. You should write it down and like just remember it. Think about it.
Yeah, think about it.
Yes, funny.
You got that really
You got
fast,
it, you
Holly.
got it, okay. I am pretty good with cheesy jokes.
I take a long time to get jokes sometimes. So the only reason I got it was because the way you said a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, exactly, tacos. I don't like them either. I don't like people who take drugs, for example, airport security.
Who is this tacos person? Because
I
they're
don't know,
awesome.
but I like tacos.
Me too. I heard that joke to tell my husband because we have a cigarette.
Yeah,
though.
life off the grid. Texas is probably going to be a hard one. But I know there are
Wait, you don't even
places-
have. I thought medical marijuana was legal everywhere.
No. Mm-mm.
What? Texas
No.
does suck in that matter. No offense,
I
but
think
Texas
Idaho
kind of
doesn't have
sucks.
any of it.
Think of a lighter as opposed to heavier, Joey. Yeah. Good job.
Tacos is very clever. Okay, guys, it is now midnight and I have to be up.
Yeah.
I have been oversleeping my alarm every morning, but I'm going to come live tomorrow probably. But I want to thank you all. I want to thank you all. Just, I feel so me here. And it really is just, I'm so grateful for all of you. I am really so grateful for all of you. And thank you
We're
for giving me the grace to, and the space to have been wrong and tell you I hate that it has to come up like this, but I'm not perfect.
Well, we really appreciate and are grateful for you. I am, for giving us a place. When I saw that breakdown happening in TT's channel, I was so sad because I thought no one would have anywhere to go, you know? And I think a lot of us felt that too. And so we're really grateful that you have done this for all of us. Like, seriously.
I
And
hope it helps, Gladys. Thank you. Sorry, Boston.
it's okay. And I hope that you know that you've got a whole lot of friends here who see right through all the bullshit. So, you know, no matter what they say about you, I think everyone's going to take it with at least a grain of salt. And I hope that everyone here will agree that if you've got a question for Holly, bring
Ask.
it to Holly. Ask.
Yep, just ask.
And
Just
she will
ask. Thank
clarify.
you, Mel Hawks. I will. You guys, I am, as far as anything of this stuff, I'm an open book. I'm an open book about most things. Like, I'm not going to give details about my family, or anything like that. But um, I'm an open book. And unfortunately, some people, what you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. Fortunately, this is what I like to say. Fortunately, I am exactly who I say I am. Unfortunately, I am exactly who I say I am. So,
I love that.
yeah. So, yep. Good night, Life Off the Grid. Good night, Dharma. Good night, Aunt Lala, Gladys,
Sweet
Joey,
everybody.
everybody. Yep. Sweet, sweet screams, Veronica. Boston should do more lives. Good night, Psych. Good night, Mr. Foz.
Never on my own. Well, I shouldn't say
Good night,
never,
Kit
but
Kat. Well, good night, Misled. I wish that I had been there. You tell Tia that anytime she has good night. I'm glad you always be here. Yes, Lala, did you hit the like? Did you hit the like button, Lala? Um, anytime you tell people anytime Tia has bullies, if I'm live, we'll come on over there. Yes, good night, Mary Sue.
Tia had bullies.
That
Did I
said
miss
before she
something?
rescheduled, she had bullies in her live chat. I don't know. Fucking people
Oh,
are assholes. Good night. Look, Nikki. Okay, I really gotta go to bed.
I didn't know that.
Good night,
Yeah,
Tiffany.
yeah.
Thank you, mods.
Good night,
Thank you, mods.
everyone.
Thank you, subs.
Mwah, mwah.
Oh, thank you, Life Off the Grid. I love that about you too. Hit that thumbs
Good
up.
night.
Bye. Good night. Good night.
Good night.